We are the true masters of the Earth sphere.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Sleepwalker, the man who walks through dreams, possibly even yours, and we are back with another episode of 2Dev D&D Monster of the Week edition. While we are in our little off season, you know, we have people going in and out. Like John's not going to be here today; he is in Florida with his family. We are doing another session of Monster of the Week. And I'll go ahead and introduce the boys. We got Matt over here as Doc. We got me as Mr. R. We got Jeremiah as a new character, Roscoe P. Was it Roscoe P?
Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Yeah, exactly. Roscoe P. Coltrane. We're gonna get a big load of that. And we also got Jeff here as our dungeon master, who's been our dungeon master for Monster of the Week pretty much the whole time. If you like this podcast, please like, comment, subscribe. Share around, get the word out, and also, just have fun. Comment. We'll see them, and then we'll try to get back to them. With no further ado, down to Jeff.
And I don't know how many times I have to tell you, but it's a keeper with Monster of the Week. That's a dungeon master.
Yeah, whatever.
Semantics.
And going back to what you said, feel free to talk shit about us in the chat. We welcome it.
Yeah, wonderful.
I guess
you ain't no left-wing commie, Roscoe P. Coltrane.
I'm gonna hate everything about this.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. I really wasn't anticipating Jeremiah wanting to play somebody new.
Lies, I've told you for a week.
Yeah, but I've had this written out, or the idea of it, for a while. So let's. What is Dr. Eel and Mr. R doing? Let's establish that. This is we'll say like a week after the brain worms, the brain slugs. Where do you
I
guys?
went on a backwoods retreat, just hanging out in the woods.
All right, are we in separate places?
You can be.
Okay, all right. I'd say Mr. R is at the office doing some work, doing paperwork.
Okay.
Rusty was with Dr. Eel.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Told him he would see something spectacular.
Dr. Eel, you the last thing you saw was saw from Rusty was probably about 2 nights ago, and you watched Rusty get abducted. You watched a UFO come down and just yank him up, and you remember all of that. They didn't walk through your memory or anything. So, with that information, are you just kind of hanging out in the woods, just chilling?
You picture a scene of me just kind of wandering around, looking at everything. Like I'll knock on a tree here or there. I'll mumble to myself. I'll pick up a couple mushrooms, eat them. That's the scene.
Okay. Actually, while you're doing that, let's collaborate. How far do you think you would be away from like the nearest road or highway?
Not too far. I'm just kind of roaming, just doing my own thing. Like I could probably hear a little, if a car passes by in the distance, I would hear it.
Yeah, you actually hear a big rig driving by, and then you hear a loud explosion, like a tire exploding, like a, and it's like on the road, highway, like close to where you are, close enough to where you could hear it.
When you see Dr. Ill, he's looking down at a leaf with a butterfly, and he hears the big noise, and he whips around, and he goes, this could be interesting.
I thought you were going to say Mr. Miyagi. You got me.
I just want to say, for the past week, I've randomly been looking at my wife and going, Mr. Miyagi.
And I kind of just, I don't purposefully walk that direction. I'm doing my own thing, like looking still through everything that I'm looking at, like just kind of, in my own world, but I'm making my way that direction.
Okay. Yeah, and it's easy enough to you're not necessarily like well versed in like survival or anything like that, but you were pretty close to the road. It's not going to be hard to find your way back. As you kind of just stumble and make your way through the woods, you come to a little 2-lane road. It's well paved and it's pretty wide, but still just 2 lanes. And you see a big rig with in like 80s
You want me to describe it?
purple font. Yes, I was going to take liberties, but
I've been
describe the
thinking
big
about this
rig.
all day. Don't worry. It's red, and it has blacked out windows, and it's in immaculate shape. It has like a bunch of accessories on it that are very gaudy, and on the front there's like a design on the grill, like of things that's been hung on there, of like NASCAR and like Ronald Reagan was the best and stuff like that. And then on the back, there's no trailer attached to it right now, but on the back of the cab, there's a painting, and it's Jesus with his arms outstretched, and in one hand, he's holding a semi-automatic rifle, and in the other hand, he's holding a toy Mack truck.
And yeah, that's what you stumble on, Dr. Ill. And Roscoe, are you outside like looking at your flat tire, or are you still inside your big rig?
I'm outside right now.
Okay, so as Dr. Ill stumbles upon you, describe Roscoe. What does he look like?
So he's a 52-year-old man. He has a salt and pepper, trending more toward the gray though. Short hair and a beard. He looks a little bit unwashed. He's wearing a hat that says black. It's black and has a number 3 on the front of it. And he has a black shirt with 2 crossed weapons on them, and it says "Come fucking take them." He's got on jeans and an old pair of boots. And that's it.
Please tell me he's got tar stained beard.
No, but
Or
there's
smoking.
like a skull ring in his back pocket that's pretty prominent. Looks like it's been wore down pretty good.
And please tell me you're wearing like skull rings, like
Yeah, I
jewelry
do
with
have a
skulls
ring on
it.
every finger. They're made of pewter. Some of them lead because this is the 90s.
And white New Balances.
No, he's got old boots.
Oh.
All right. Well, as I'm approaching him, I'm not looking at him per se. I'm looking at the truck, and I walk over to it, and you hear ding, 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 ding. I knock on it and say,
Say, hey, buddy. Now listen here. Back off Deborah, okay? It's my pride and joy.
When was the last time you cleaned your pride and joy?
Every day. Gotta
so
impress them lot lizards, you know what I mean?
One might say, wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. Yep.
I
This is already
was.
going off the rails.
I heard an explosion. Were you doing some type of experiment here?
Yeah. Seeing what happened if you miss the piss jug and the shit bucket together. And
My friend,
boy, I tell you, I don't recommend it for any young whippersnappers out there looking to get into the trucking game.
it gets harder every you get older.
Yeah, I agree. What are you gonna do though, man? You gotta have them piss jugs and shit buckets. If you ain't a real trucker, if you stop to shit, you know what I'm saying? You just power on, boss.
I've been there, my friend.
Am I right, Hoss?
Sort of 4-wheel drive, rolling coal, one would say.
That's right.
What are you doing out in these parts?
Well, I was out here, just got done making a delivery, and my truck seems to have some kind of electrical problems happening to it here. I don't know what's really going on.
Why don't you just let me take a look at it?
You a trucker?
I might have been in my past life.
Well, I mean, you kind of look like a trucker, I guess. Yeah, go ahead.
This is the most sane the doctor.
So,
I was really
I,
expecting.
I just
something
want you to
wild.
know, sir, though, that I am armed, and I bust out a Swiss Army knife, but like it's a generic one, like you get from the gas stations. And it's not. I mean, it's like a 2-inch long blade.
It's
What are you gonna do with
And I
that?
actually don't even have the blade out. I got the corkscrew out right now.
That's because you can hold it in your fist.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I go
Lord.
around the car and kind of see if I notice anything? What's wrong?
Yeah, you did. The only thing you notice is that there's a busted tire. It happens to big rigs all the time. If the PSI isn't right in the tires, you can get you an explosion, buddy.
I'm gonna go back around to the front and be like, "It's junk, man. You might as well throw it away."
I could never throw Deborah away like she threw me away.
Listen, I'm an astrophysicist. This thing ain't starting up again. We might as well get out of here on foot.
I think I can handle it if I just change this tire. Do you need a ride somewhere, feller?
If you can get this thing started, yes, you can take me anywhere you please.
I'm just going to change the tire and start it.
As you're changing your tire, you hear like a loud primal scream, like howl noise coming from the woods nearby.
Did you hear that?
I hear everything.
I reckon that's a mountain lion. Sounded like to me.
More like a measle bop.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know what a weasel bop is, but is that one of them little mountain lions that just ain't got no tail on the end? They're like gray, spotted. We call them bobcats where I'm from.
I'm not sure if it's the same gene and family, but I say we should maybe go and check it out.
Check it out. What are you gonna do that for?
Aren't you hungry?
Are we gonna kill it and eat it? I mean, I'm not necessarily hungry, but I do enjoy hunting. So yeah, let's go. Can't never pass up opportunity. The good Lord always says He will provide.
Measle bops make the best beef jerky.
I do love some damn beef jerky.
How do I join this? I'm
worry,
not even there.
I got it. I got it worked out in my head. But yes, are you guys just following this noise into the woods?
I just head off into the woods.
Okay,
And
well,
I'm gonna I'm gonna use what can go wrong. Is this an appropriate time?
yeah, go ahead and read the description
Or,
for
I guess
me
don't
and the
worry,
chat.
I'll check it out is the better one, huh?
Read them both off and we'll come to a conclusion together.
Whenever
Wait,
you
didn't you
go
say
off
had a-
by
didn't
yourself
you say
to
had a
check out
gun?
something, mark experience. Or what could go wrong? Whenever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, hold 2. You may spend the hold 1 for 1 to inflict 1 harm, reduce someone's harm suffered by 1, or take +2 forward on an act under pressure roll.
Yeah, Lazoo, what could go wrong as you just charge in after this noise.
Yeah.
And as you guys, as both of you walk into, you don't have to roll through that. It's just something that happens.
Oh no, it's got a dice on it.
Does it?
Oh, it's for act under pressure. Okay.
yeah. No, you should.
So I'll just hold 2.
Yep. And as you guys are just walking into the woods, we are going to smash cut to the agency that Mr. R works for. And Mr. R, what are you doing at the agency? You said you were filling out some paperwork.
Yeah, man. Let's say I was at my desk right now, and I'm smoking a cigarette and drinking some coffee as I fill out paperwork at the bureau.
While you're doing like the most boring part of your job. A guy that walks up in a nice but older suit, and he has like his badge around his neck, and has like a buzzed, shaved head, but has like kind of thicker rim glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks up and he goes, R,
Can I have it?
you were in Elder Ridge a couple weeks ago, right? With the
Yep.
ghost and the so
That was
there's
us.
there's a librarian there that I don't know how she got her number, but
Mm-hmm.
she called with some really really odd reports. Do you well, first I'm going to ask your opinion. Do you think, anything that comes out of there is worth investigating, or you want me to send somebody else out there?
Well, it's my code to always see, because you never know. The thing is, the things that we try to detect, sometimes the people themselves don't even know what's out there. So they may have spotted something and not even know.
Well, this lady, Sarah is her name.
Oh.
Miss Stearns. She
Uh,
reported a large. She said it was like a deer, but walking on its hind legs, but also
oh.
didn't have any skin on its skull. Does that ring a bell?
He sits down and he goes, fuck. I'm gonna have to go out there right now. Where's my do you know where my team is?
It's like, team. If you give me a day, I can scramble a team. But if you're in a hurry, you can head on down there, and we can.
I'll have
We
to
can
see.
send somebody out later on once the team gets scrambled and we get all the paperwork filled out. But have you talked to that strange doctor filler that we're not redneck right now? Have you talked to that strange doctor man that was hanging out with you not too long ago?
Not since he was hanging out with me not too long ago. And I go ahead and he wouldn't have. Does he have like one of our communicators on him?
I'm gonna say
Roscoe's got a CB radio.
Roscoe. Well, you don't. He's
I
never
can't.
met Roscoe though.
Oh, it's true.
Me and
That's
Mr.
true.
R hung out a lot last time, so you could technically say that I got one.
Yeah, like a just like a little like handheld radio. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to get him on the radio by pressing the button, dude, and then in the and then it puts us through. Like that always has happened. Doc,
What is that? What is that?
it's me.
What the fuck was that?
Oh shit!
I'm
It's a
hearing
goddamn
voices.
It's a goddamn radio, guys.
Ha ha! I fumble around like this, and I'll pick it up.
This isn't new technology. You know that.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yes, it is, Mr. Miyagi.
Oh my god.
And I have a report out there that there's some sort of weird creature, and it
A
seems to be.
Beezobok, by chance? Because that's what we're chasing right now.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but I'm gonna go out there because I'm pretty sure you've gone on to something. I'll be out there shortly. Don't go into the forest until I get there.
We're trying to get some beef jerky. Find the first tree, make a left, 15 paces, make a right.
And the camera's going to do like a
man, it was
fade
a
out
left.
and like it's going to fade out and like fade into Roscoe and Dr. Eel standing in the middle of the forest by themselves. And
I just want to be looking up. I just want to be looking up at the canopy, just looking around.
and, Mr. R, if you want to make your way back towards Elder Ridge, you could get there in a couple hours.
I was like, I'm on my way right now. Please don't do anything that you would normally do. Are you with anyone? Are you with anyone?
I'm with this fellow who claims to be a hunter.
Sir.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. 10-4, good buddy. Come on in.
Are you a hunter, sir?
Hell yeah, buddy. I'll hunt a lot lizards. Hey, am I right? You know what I mean, don't you? Yep.
His name is Dale.
Is it?
The name is Roscoe P. Coltrane. I go by Hog and Hoss.
All right. Now, I'm
Hail for short.
all right. I'm more confused, but I want you to know that you and the doc there should probably stay away from this until we get to the rest of the team.
Oh man, it's just a weasel bopping. You know, them little cats, they ain't got no tails.
All right, all right.
Lots of teams use them as their mascots in the high schools. Because they're cute.
What is a weasel bop?
We call them bobcats where I'm from.
Oh, this is definitely not a bobcat.
I don't know, man. This looks
All
like
right.
bobcat scat. I just find whatever I find, any kind of shit that's laying around.
You find some like
There you go.
blueberries
Well-
that has fallen off the bush.
I say, all right, above anything else, I need you to not die before I get there. I need you to you do that.
If Deborah's cold heart leaving me didn't kill me, then nothing will.
Death can be
Sure.
a beautiful thing, my friend. And then I just pat him on the back.
You know, I don't like to stifle the creative process. Sometimes I think I should do more stifling with you guys. Anyways, I'm going to be out there in a few hours. Please don't die or kill anything.
Well, we can't
Wait,
promise
wait,
that
wait,
second
wait,
one,
wait.
buddy.
Wait, where's Rusty?
He left
Left how?
in the same way that you go away for a while, like summer camp, and then you just don't return.
I see. Well, he'll probably be back.
He drowned in
Anyways.
the lake. Sounds like to me.
All
He's
right,
with his friends.
He has friends.
I guess. That's what
He's
they
with
picked
his
him.
good friend Tupac Shakur.
They picked him up.
His
Well-
very best friend Tupac.
Well, hopefully he'll find a place that's far away from this planet.
They had they had matching tattoos.
Tattoos. Oh yeah, thug life. Oh wait, only Zod can judge me. I forgot.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Zod.
I'm gonna be out there in a few hours. Everybody, don't just do not the dying thing. And
Oh
then
yeah. Happy birthday, by the way. I forgot it was your birthday today.
Thank you very much. I didn't think anybody. Hey, just don't die.
I was hoping you say it's not my birthday.
Nope, it's canon now.
and then I disconnected.
I say, man,
You can disconnect. You can disconnect. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. My
all
bad.
this talk. So your name's Dr. Hill?
Yes, you can call me that.
All this talk, man, about 2-packs has got me thinking, man, we forgot something in the truck. We got to go back now. It's an emergency.
You got 2 packs
Uh,
of cigarettes in there?
Can we run back to the truck real quick?
Sure.
I run back and I get out a case of Coors Heavy.
Oh,
And I say, oh, God, thank God we got it.
nectar of the gods, I see.
It's made with Rocky Mountain spring water.
And are you going back into the woods?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys trek for a solid mile or two, and you every couple minutes, periodically, you hear that primal scream that I'm not going to try to intimidate, I'm not going to try to do. And you're walking through the woods, and there's no real path or anything, but you start. What did you send in here? There's no real path or anything,
It's Roscoe's truck.
but as you're walking through the woods, you start noticing like dead animals. You see a couple dead rabbits, and then you take a couple more steps, trek for another minute or two. You see some dead squirrels, and then the prey starts getting bigger. You see a dead buck, a big male deer with antlers. You see one of those just dead, and they've all been slaughtered with their insides like ripped out.
Man, look at all this jerky. You know, I've seen stuff like this before.
Thing.
I've seen this exact same thing before. I used to, you know, a little tear comes to his eye. My ex-wife, Deborah, she was real into ghosts and monsters and whatnot. I don't believe in none of that shit, but, you know, I wanted to keep her happy, and she always wanted to go Sam Squanch hunting, and we've seen dead animals like this before when we Sam Squanch hunting.
You seen the Sam Squanch?
No, I don't. I've never seen the Sam Squanch, but I've seen dead animals before like this.
They make a great tea.
Sam Squanches?
Yes.
Yeah, they. If they was real, they probably would. Yeah.
They're real, my friend. I've partied with them.
You know, I've always thought about that'd be a good way to win Deborah back, don't you think? If I was become like a professional ghost or monster hunter, that'd really impress her, I believe.
Tell me more about this lady of the night, Deborah.
Deborah, well, you know, they say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but I'm here to tell you right now, that's not true. Deborah was a lot lizard I met in Nebraska in the late 80s.
These lot lizards you speak of, what species, genome?
That species is whores, buddy, whores.
A common wench.
There ain't nothing common about these wenches. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with
Somebody
them,
roll read a bad situation.
Hold on, I got a
You put the two worst possible players in the same arena for 10 minutes.
can I use oops?
What does oops do?
If you want to stumble across something important, you tell the keeper you will find something important and useful, although not necessarily related to your immediate Oh, well, no, I guess I don't have nothing. Where's read bad situation at? Oh, there it is. Well, this ain't going. Dr. Ill, you want to roll read a bad situation, buddy?
What'd you say?
You want to go ahead and roll read a bad situation? I'm -1 sharp.
You can roll help out if you want.
Yeah, I'll help out. Did I take the help out thing? Fuck no.
Too late. He rolled a. You can just roll help out.
He rolled. He's fine. He's fine. He made it.
Okay. You get
any dangers we haven't noticed?
Yes. Do you want to ask your other two questions, or do you want to go off of this one first?
Let's go off this one first.
Okay. So as you come across this big buck that's and it's a big buck too. It's like 10-pointer, 12 maybe. Huge fella. You guys are like looking around, and you hear like rustling in the canopy above you. Something that sounds like it is way too heavy to be able to be up in a tree, I guess.
It's a black bear up in them trees. Oh, I guess I didn't hear it.
No, Mr. Eel heard it, and you're free to bring it to Roscoe's attention. Dr. Eel.
I think there's something in the canopy.
I bet it's a black bear. Sounds heavy.
What part of the country do you think you're in, my friend?
Appalachian, where do you think you're at?
What's Appalachia?
It's these mountains around here. God's country.
I don't know of this god. Do you mean Zod?
I don't know about no Zod. Ain't that from that movie with that one feller?
While you guys are in this heated argument, you hear a branch like rustle, and you look up and you see this large black figure coming, like descending down upon both of you very quickly. And
make yourself bigger than it, and we'll just scare it away. And I put my hands up, straight up in the air, and I start yelling, "Get out of here, bear! Get out of here!"
I start like pirouetting, like dancing around him.
I got one hand up, and I'm yelling at it, and I'm chugging a quarters with the other hand.
Both of you need to roll act under pressure.
Okay. I get a +2. Act under pressure.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh.
Okay. So,
Just one.
It's like a mixed success.
it lands on top of Dr. Eel, and it sinks its claws into its sides, and it lets out that big primal scream again. And Dr. Eel, you're going to take 2 points of harm.
I'm gonna swing
But
my
it-
sledgehammer down on it.
It got me.
I'm gonna say, get out of here, bear.
With your 12, you're screaming, "Get out of here, bear!" It kind of like it lets him go and backs up for a second, and it stands up on its two hind legs, and it looks like the bottom half of it is like it has hooves for feet, and it's solid black, and it has like the rib cage and arms of a man, but you can look into his rib cage. He doesn't have any organs or anything like that. And on his head is a huge white deer skull with big antlers coming off of the
Does
side
it look
of
like it's still coming at us?
As of right now, he's standing off with you guys.
I'm gonna look up at. Why did you do that?
And it just growls.
I'm gonna say, I mean, get out of here, bear. Fuck out of here.
Get.
Go get.
Go on, get now, bear. We ain't food, we're friends.
Okay, so
Bear, I was a member of the Sierra Club for 5 years. God damn it.
okay, give me a straight.
He's a Bass Pro member.
Give me a charm roll. If you're not trying to hit this imposing monster, just give me a straight
Manipulate somebody, or can I just roll straight charm?
charm. Just straight
that
charm,
something you
or
can
you
do?
can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, I got good charm. No, don't.
With that, it takes a step closer, and it's going to backhand you, and you're going to fly about 6 to 7 feet across the
Oh,
across
God.
the forest, and you're going to slam into a tree, and you're going to take 2 points of harm as well.
I say, hey, man, I'm going to use my one of my holds to reduce my harm by 1.
Okay.
I'm just like, God damn, son, this bear must be hungry. Bear, I got Coors Light, and I'm going to throw a Coors Light at it, see if it chases it.
Don't waste the beer, man.
Oh, it's goddamn true. I'm going to get my sledgehammer, and I'm going to go over, I'm going after the beer, and I'm going to sling a sledgehammer at it.
Meanwhile, I'm like bleeding out over there, but the only thing I think about is the beer.
I'm going to hit it with my sledgehammer while I also try to attempt to recover the beer.
Real quick, Matt, you leveled up. You can pick an improvement and clear your experience.
Okay, so I'll just clear that out, and then where are the improvements at? Sorry.
Just scroll down under gear.
Okay.
Okay, and while you're picking one of them, give me a kick some ass roll if you're going to try to hit this
Goddamn
bear
right, I'm
with
gonna
the
try.
sledgehammer. 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, what are you hitting it with?
Sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer? Okay, how many harm
3.
does that do? Okay, and yeah, you whack this thing in the head with the sledgehammer, and you hear like a cracking noise as its head kind of goes at a sharp 90-degree angle as you hit it like square in the temple, and then you just hear as its head like gets back into place, and he just looks at you and growls real loud.
I say, get now, bear, get. I look back at Dr. Hill and I say, man, this bear is so skinny that he's got to be starving. We might be in trouble here, buddy.
I say, hold on a minute, and I pull out my Magnum, and I'm gonna try to shoot him.
Yeah,
Oh,
roll kick some
goddamn.
ass.
That's a dirty hairy gun.
Shit.
Okay. So that 6 means I get to take a hard move. Roll act under pressure to see if you can get away from it.
Can I roll help out?
Yeah, you can.
It don't matter.
Actually, let's see if help out will help out give you 2 points or just 1 if you succeed.
I think it's just 1.
I think so too.
Can I-
I'm making
It is.
sure.
It's just 1.
Yeah, it's just +1.
Am I using that to try to dodge his action?
Yes.
Essentially, can I want to do
Who's luck?
can I do overlooked, act all crazy to avoid something. Will that count in this situation?
Your appearance. I'm going to say no because you already shot at it.
Okay.
So
You can-
he's like,
You can use luck to change your roll to a 12.
yeah, you can use a luck point if you
I
want.
should do that. I'm gonna be hurting, boy.
I get a remote out of my pocket and press a button, and my truck comes into the woods and it transforms into a giant robot.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing.
Okay, I'll try.
I'm gonna use luck then.
He's
Okay,
like,
use that luck point.
Decepticons.
And he tries to grab you and you kind of like fall on your butt as he like reaches for you and he like grabs nothing and you're able to get away from him.
Is there any way that maybe I could stumble upon the boys? Maybe
You are still a couple hours away.
I'm gonna hit him again with the sledgehammer.
Okay,
And
real
then
kick some ass.
can I pocket knife him with the other hand?
No, I'm going to say a sledgehammer is definitely a two-handed weapon.
It's a broken sledgehammer. That's broken half. I
So
said,
just
I
get
wrote
used to
that
one kick
down.
some ass, bro.
I had a quick game question, really quick. If
Yeah.
like I level up, do I change any of my like attributes, like charm, cool, sharp, or any of that?
It should do it automatically,
wait.
but I am not 100% sure.
Because I rolled a 10 last time, I take one forward. So that 9 can be a 10. So another 10.
Yeah, so you're going to make it a complete success. Cool, yeah, and that's 3 more points of harm.
Yeah. And I'm still yelling, get, Bear, get. Go find food somewhere else.
With that, you get him in the ribs this time, and you hit him so hard like he lifts up off of his feet a little bit, and it comes back down, and he honestly, it looks like you kind of just made him mad, and this big monster like extends his claws and he makes his the claws on his hands grow out more, and you notice where the eyes should be in the skull, there's just 2 burning red embers.
I've never
And
seen a bear in such rough shape in my life.
as it goes to charge you, it hits what looks like to you guys an invisible wall, and it like bounces off. And you see coming up behind you, out of the woods, a woman with light brown hair. She's older. She's probably in her 60s. Dressed very modestly, has like a long sleeves dress on and a collar on around. Her hair is in a long braid, and she walks out from like behind some trees, holding her hands out, and she says, "I've been trying to catch this some bitch all day. You boys okay?"
Yeah, you after this bear too?
And she says, "Bear? What?
Yeah, it's a bear.
This ain't no bear."
That's a North American black bear right there.
And as you guys get into that, the monster like sees her walk out and turns tail and like jumps into the canopy again and runs away. And
I want to make it known that like if anyone was looking at Dr. Ill, he looks starstruck at looking at this woman. Like just head over heels. What a beautiful creature, he says to himself.
And she says, "Thank you. You boys. Well, hello. My name's Sarah. Nice to meet y'all. Let's get you all patched up."
God damn, that's the wildest Euroctus Americanus I've ever seen in my life.
And we're gonna smash cut to Mr. R.
All right, I'm driving.
And you're driving.
Mhm.
And we'll say that you didn't really get an address on where to go, but you know about the city of Elder Ridge. That's where you got rid of that ghost. So we'll say it's been long enough at this point in imaginary game time that you're pulling into town. So what's Mr. R's move?
All right. I first have to find the location of where the boys are. Can I call them?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and call you again and be like, "Boys, are you still alive?"
Oh God, where's that coming from?
Oh yeah. I was almost castrated, but I'm doing okay now.
That's terrifying. I need you to give me any sort of direction on where you boys are right now.
I have no fucking clue.
Tell him we're in the woods. You go past the second tree and go left 15 feet.
And you two are actively walking with Sarah now. She is leading you to her house.
And
tell
him we found a lot lizard.
I'm gonna toss the walkie-talkie over to Hoss, and I'm gonna be like more consumed with the woman.
Breaker, 10-4, old buddy. Can you read me?
Sure. What is the situation?
Well, we found a lot lizard out here in the woods. She's been bear
Yeah,
hunting.
I'm not a damn lot lizard.
She says she ain't a lot lizard. Honey, there ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. A lot lizard is a noble profession. Dating
I'm a librarian.
back thousands of years to when Jesus made the first Mack truck.
Wait a minute. Did she say she was a librarian?
She said something about libraries.
Yeah, I'm the librarian. What do you mean, lot lizard?
I need a.
Don't worry, darling. Where he comes from, that's a very positive attribute of life.
All right, I'm gonna need you two to hand me the phone to her so I can talk to somebody that's coherent.
Buddy, women can't use radios. Roscoe's just laughing.
All right, Roscoe.
I'll relay. You tell me what to tell her, and I'll tell her.
Why don't you just hold the radio up?
Oh, yeah, I can probably do that too.
There you go.
Hold it up.
All right. Are you the librarian that called?
Yeah. Is it who is this? Are you with the Bureau of paranormal bullshit or whatever?
We are the Eternal Knights Guard, yes. And this is Agent R. I am here discussing a possible Wendigo or large creature.
She says, "Oh, I don't know for sure if it's a Wendigo. He kind of matches the description of what the old ones talk about, but yeah. You want to just come over to my house? I got your two friends. They're beat up pretty bad."
I need to know the directions there so I can be there as soon as possible.
She goes, "Yeah, you're just going to follow the road about 15 minutes, and you're going to see after you pass the library, you're going to turn off the Foggy Holler where where Dory lives. Keep going straight. After you pass the motel, you're going to make a left. We'll follow that road for about a mile and a half. Then you're going to make a right, and on that right, you're going to see Higgins Lane, and I live on Higgins Lane. I'm the second house on the right."
Sure. I'll hold on.
Higgins Lane, buddy. Get your atlas out. It's on there.
Get your atlas.
I'm sitting here holding this map in my face, and I'm like, I don't
And
know.
she says, the first left after the motel, then the first right, second house on the left.
Let me help you. Let me help you. Wait till 9 p.m. Look up. When you see the North Star, travel just right, and we'll be right there.
Yep. Sounds right.
Okay.
Sarah says,
well,
we don't have enough time to wait till 9 p.m., honey. I'm sorry, but you got to get here now.
I'm pretty sure Gandalf said that. So I'm going to go ahead and go to these directions. I've seen it on the map. I'll be there shortly.
Oh.
And so
10-4, over and out.
And so I drive there, right?
Yeah.
Are we driving too, or we walk? What are we doing here?
No,
you guys are following her. You guys.
How far, honey? How far you live from here?
And she says, "Oh, not there. Just a couple minutes."
Well, I don't want to leave Deborah to sitting on the side of the road.
She's like, "Deborah, be fine. Is that your wife?"
Used to be.
I just pat him on the back. Say, bad memories. No, we don't talk about that around him.
And she says, "After we get y'all patched up, I'll drive you, or your friend can drive you to Deb, and Deborah can just you and Deborah can just come over here in your car or whatever." But
I'm telling you right now, if something happens to Deborah, you owe me a
up.
big discount on the lot lizarding, okay?
I don't know what that means, but okay. And she gets you to her house, and it's a very quaint looking, like actually I downloaded a picture of just Appalachia in general. So it's it's a house that looks kind of like these up here, I guess. Like not
So
not in the best shape.
the
but
on top of the hill
not
houses,
awful.
though.
Yeah.
I
And,
actually, honest to God, where did you find that picture? It looks like Pathfork.
I just googled it. It might be Pineville.
No, I think it's Pathfork.
I was
Honest
say
to God,
119.
yeah, I think it's
Or it
Pathfork.
might
I really do.
It might be Harlan.
Yeah.
But you walk in and you're instantly hit with the smell of different herbs and like the smell of the ground. And you look around and she has a bunch of plants in different pots just all around her house. And she says, "Okay, y'all have a seat on the couch. Give me 1 second." She goes to this shelf that's just full of pots and plants, and she like picks a couple leaves off of each one, puts them in her mouth, and starts chewing them.
Does she have any
And
marijuana?
no. And she walks up to Dr. Eel and she says, "Let me see that cut on your side where he got you." And she sees the blood dripping down from your clothes.
Anything for you, darling.
Okay. And she goes, "Just raise your shirt, please."
Raise it up.
Okay. She takes those herbs that she's been chewing on, she spits them into her hand, and she like tears it in two and like very forcefully like sticks it into your wounds, and it hurts pretty bad. And she goes, "I'm sorry, baby, but it's got to be done." And then she like claps her hands together and rubs them. And I was really expecting you to say Mr. Miyagi. But she claps her hands together and rubs them, and she says, "Hang on, I'll fix you right up." And she puts one hand on
didn't mean to
each
do that.
one hand on each wound on each of your sides, and you feel your wounds kind of mend together as you're healed through all of your harm.
Thank you, darling. What is that exquisite smell?
Oh, and just different herbs that I grow here. I got a little bit of rosemary and some deadly nightshade, stuff like that. It's okay.
Ah,
Don't worry about it.
I've eaten some nightshade before. Deborah gave it to me in a soup one time.
And
Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
she says, "Hang on, I'm getting you something, sir."
I just need to know, do you have somewhere to piss and shit in here, or do I need to go back and get my bucket?
She goes, "There's a bathroom. Actually, yeah, never mind. You can
All right.
you can just not drink the healing tea. Go to the bathroom."
Thank you. And I'm going to use this time to investigate this place and see if I see anything
Okay.
weird in here. Weirder
Okay.
than what I've already seen.
And about that time, Mr. R, you're pulling up to her house, but whenever what are you looking around for?
I just want to see if this lady, I guess that ain't what I
Well, you
really
roll-
want. I want read a bad situation, I guess, because I really want to ask, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Okay.
Okay. Mark
So
experience.
I can ask, can I?
yeah, you can as well.
Are there any dangers that we haven't noticed?
Oh yeah, because you still have
One more after this one.
Yep. And you actually feel the safest you have ever felt in Elder Ridge in her house.
There's one more thing I'd like to do.
Okay.
I'd like to use magic, which I just Googled and anybody can do.
Yeah, anybody can do it. What's Roscoe going to
Okay.
try to do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
And,
I was
you
just going
guys
to try
hear-
to heal my wound through pure fucking grit and determination.
Well, she was going to give you a tea for that backache, but since you want to be such an asshole, she decided not to.
I just needed to piss and shit, dude.
But,
Check and see if this lady was on the up and up.
Mr. R, what car are you driving? What's your personal automobile?
Let's see.
Because in my mind, I want to say like a 70s Dodge Charger.
1994 Toyota Highlander.
Suzuki Isuzu.
Suzuki
let's see.
Samurai.
Say I'm in a black Impala.
Yeah. And is it modded? Can you like hear it pull up? Is the
Yeah,
like muscle
know,
cars? Yeah.
it's-
Yeah. You guys
pulls
hear
up and it's
you guys hear the rumbling of this Impala pull up, and
In an effort to try to impress the lady, I stand up really quick. Like I'll run out to the front door. I'll be like, "Ha, my dearest friend, Mr. Miyagi."
I'm like, still on the drugs, Doc. I see, and I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder, and then kind of walk behind him, and I'm like,
wait. Let me introduce you, my friend, to this lovely angel of a lady.
oh, and what is the angel's name?
I forgot it actually.
Hey, Dr. Eel, introducing to her. What's her name?
Fumble for a minute. I'll be like, you may call her by her earthly name, but I call
she
her. I call her.
She
by
interrupts you. It says
beautiful
Sarah.
Sarah.
She interrupts you. Says, my name's Sarah. What? So are you all on like a team or something?
Something like that.
I am on a team. It's the Truckers International United Union. And also a team called Badass Truckers that don't give no dams and chids.
Wait. Roscoe is in a union?
Yeah, Ronald Reagan didn't die for our sins so we could not be in a union.
You know Ronald Reagan is a third level necromancer.
Maybe. I don't know what that means, feller.
You probably shouldn't. Sarah, I need to understand what's going on with this happening. What are we working with?
And she says, I don't know. It's not every day a Wendigo, or what I'm assuming is a Wendigo. It's not every day that one of these big bad sons of bitches pop up. You know, I noticed a bunch of livestock going missing. Old man Jones down the road a ways was talking about his cows getting got, and I found one of them dead.
Can I roll investigate a mystery, I guess?
Let's look at the options between investigate a mystery and read a bad situation, because I would pick whichever one applies more, whichever has the questions that apply.
I'm just gonna ask her, hey, what the fuck is a Wendigo? Is that another name for a bear?
I step in between them and I slap like a napkin down onto the nearest table, and it's a crudely drawn like piece of shit drawing of whatever this thing is. It says, "It's a Beelzebub."
Y'all call black bears some crazy shit around here.
And she goes, she says, a Wendigo is what happens when you're cursed to eat the flesh of your fellow man.
Oh my God, it's a goddamn cannibal.
That's correct. But you're saying this isn't one?
Oh, I'm saying I'm not sure. I've never met a Wendigo in person, so I can't rightly tell you. But it's pert near Wendigo, if I had to guess. I just don't want to put a label on it without being sure.
Which one would I roll for, that or read a bad situation? Because I'm just saying what happened here, what sort of creature it is, what can it do.
Investigative mystery has what sort of creature is it?
Yeah, investigative mystery is more creature based. Read a bad situation is like best way in, best way out. Anything I haven't noticed, stuff like that.
Alright, so I guess I go read a bad situation.
What are you trying to do exactly? And
I'm just trying to gather information about like everything we know about the creature.
So far you can just ask her, or you can just ask me.
I'll go ahead and I'm like, all right. So, have you engaged this creature?
Just earlier in the woods, whenever I saved your two friends.
We engaged it, old buddy.
All right.
Smacked him with a sledgehammer twice.
What does it look like?
Well, have you ever seen a deer?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever seen a bear?
Yes.
And a skeleton?
Yes.
Okay. It looked like those three, but one. Does that make sense?
Actually, yes, that does make sense. So we had a conglomerate of a creature, something smashed together.
Yeah,
Looks
I
like
think
it.
there's been some freaky deaky sexual acts happening in this forest. I don't know.
And she says it's the feet of a deer, the torso and arms of a man, and then the head of a deer, his skull and antlers.
A man bear pig, one would say.
So you're telling me somebody in this
Nobody
holler
fucked
has
a
been.
deer, Roscoe. No.
I don't know, man. It seems like.
It doesn't
She
seem
says,
like something like this can come from that.
I'm gonna
she says,
investigate a mystery.
How do you explain it not having any organs?
Hey, I don't know. Have you ever seen a man fuck a deer's offspring? How do we know
Oh,
what they
okay,
got?
you got me there, I guess.
True.
Well, not
I've
having
only
any
seen it
organ.
once in Mexico.
I kind of I stick my chest out trying to act like a badass, and I'm like, how do we kill the thing?
There we go.
Trying to impress Sarah.
And I looked
Yeah.
at the doc and I said, first pertinent question of the day. Exactly. We need to find out how to stop this thing or at least trap it.
And she says, oh, that's easy. If it's really a Wendigo, you find its frozen heart and you destroy it.
Well, that's one, a frozen heart in the middle of the forest. Where would we even start looking?
Oh, I've been looking since he's popped up, and I have no idea. I don't even have the lead, to be honest.
hell, maybe you know what they say when you're looking for something that's lost. You usually start, close to home. And I'm just gonna walk out the door. I'm gonna take. Don't worry, I'll check it out.
I'm gonna look over at Sarah and be like,
and just walk out.
darling, you said you were a librarian, correct?
Yeah.
Would there be any literature of this specific, you may call it Wendigo, but of this creature?
I'm sure there is. I'll be honest though, I probably know more about these sort of things than anything in the library. My family's been protecting Elder as long as I can remember, and they taught me
Protecting Elderidge.
they taught me the old ways when I was just a little girl.
So, what is your family?
The Stearns. I'm the last one. I'm the only, and I ain't got no baby, so I guess he'll die with me. But
Not yet, you don't.
Are you all hunters? Not normal hunters, but hunters.
I wouldn't call it that. We're more gatherers, if we had to put it in that sense. We're herbalists, I guess, is what you can call us.
But you battle the darkness.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It's not so much of the battle, but more the warded away. You remember? I don't know if you've ever came across any of the friendlier ghosts in Elder but about
come
20, 30 years ago, my family went to every building in Eldridge, and we warded it to keep evil spirits away from it.
Well, it looks like that's worn off as of time has gone on because Eldridge is a literal hotbed of paranormal activity.
She's like, no, that's what it is with the wards. Imagine what it'd be without them.
Jesus Christ. He does my car. He does the work on my car every week. Anyways, I think to myself and then I go, boys, do you think that if this frozen heart exists, that it would be probably in its lair so we could protect it?
Roscoe's already outside.
I'm outside and I would like to,
Yeah.
I guess this is the proper one for what I want to do. What is being concealed here? I just want in the immediate area, if I see anything that looks like it could lead me to the frozen heart.
I ain't
asking like the whole woods, because that's stupid, but just right around where I'm at out there.
Yeah, okay, so you're still in town ish, if you can call it town. You're like right on the outskirts of the woods. And I'll give you one. You see a neighboring family down the road a little bit, walking around yelling for Johnny. You see a older man and an older woman
I go
Down the road,
back
they're
in the
screaming.
house and I say, "Hey,
They're screaming, Johnny, Johnny.
I got a lead.
Exactly what is this lead?
Johnny has gone missing."
All right. I need something a little bit more specific to tie to what we're doing
There's
right
two people
now.
outside yelling for Johnny. He went missing.
Would
Well,
there be any literature on locating where this
Don't
beast
worry.
keeps his heart?
I'll find out if it took Johnny, and I walk out again. And
I'm
don't
gonna-
worry, I'll check it out. And I'm going to talk to
Alright.
these people.
all right, I'm gonna look at what's it called? Dr. Elo and be like, he's not an agent, is he?
I don't know who that man is. I was doing research in the forest and came across a man who tried to turn a broken down vehicle into a scepter of travel.
It's not
All right,
broken down.
we're gonna have to go with him. I walk outside and I'm like, hey.
I'm half gone.
Let's all go together. And I run up to catch him. Come on, Doc.
I'm gonna ask these
Okay,
people. I'm gonna use trust me.
Okay, first off, Roscoe, don't mark experience for that. Don't worry, I'll check it out because you're not going into danger or into something scary. You're just walking up to a family.
Oh, check out somewhere or something scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So you're just walking up to some people.
I'm gonna talk to these people and I'm gonna say, listen, and it says I have to tell them the truth. So I'm gonna say, listen, there's a Wendigo out here in these woods, right? He's taking people left and right, I reckon. He's a bad son of a bitch. And
Mhm.
does he have Johnny? What's happened to Johnny?
You have to roll charm.
Yeah.
Not
Mhm.
mixed success.
And you gotta
They do it, but
one of those three things happens first.
okay. They look at you and they say, a what? A Wendigo?
A Wendigo.
Oh, I don't know what the hell that is. Do you think it's got Johnny? Where'd you see it?
I reckon it might. Where did Johnny go missing? I seen it in the woods.
In the woods. Okay.
In the woods.
Mary, come on, let's go. And the man says that Mary, and they power walk towards the woods.
Well, they have to do what I say now. I say, stop and answer our questions.
And they stop and they say, I don't know. Johnny was on his way home from youth group, and
What's
Is he
Johnny
usually
look
home
like?
by
How
now?
old is he?
Johnny, he's about 16.
Where's
How
youth
long
group
is-
at?
Oh, the church.
Mr. R, you got anything?
How long does it take him to get back usually?
He usually rides his bike. It's about a 15-20 minute ride.
How long has it been?
A week and a half.
God damn,
Oh,
and you're just
Jesus.
now looking, you sons of bitches.
No, we've been out every fucking night looking for Johnny. What the fuck you mean?
You ain't made it very goddamn far, I reckon.
We're just coming out here. We're making our rounds. We go around here first, then we're going to go to downtown. We're going to look around, then we're going to go over by the library, put some posters up.
All right. Do you have a picture of Johnny?
Yeah, of course. And the man, he's wearing like a red like lumberjack flannel, and he has a big thick mustache with a trucker cap on. And he reaches in his wallet and he pulls out a picture of a 16-year-old boy with brown hair and like some acne. Yeah.
Does
I'm gonna
Johnny
go up there and be
look like the Wendigo?
The Wendigo didn't have a head.
Does Johnny have one?
I'm gonna
Last time he was seen.
Mm.
I'm gonna take the picture from him and be like, we're gonna see if he's in there. Why don't you go check the city? And if we find him, we will bring him back.
And he says, okay, if you need to get a hold of me, my name's Bert. This is Mary.
Mhm.
We live right here, and he points to the house that Roscoe saw him walk out of. And
Alright.
he says, yeah, we've been looking. We tried retracing what we would think his steps would be, but we couldn't get anywhere. But if you want to go back to the church and check it out, you're more than
Oh.
welcome to.
No. We're gonna go deep into the heart of the forest, and I suggest you do not follow. Because
Well, if Johnny's in there, we're gonna go
I
look
say,
for him in
hey,
there.
listen. Hey, listen. You listen to old Roscoe, okay? Roscoe Percival Coltrane. I'm going to bring Johnny back to y'all. If it's the last thing I do,
Roll manipulate someone.
it'll really impress Deborah. Carol, trust me instead because I'm telling the truth.
You already rolled it once, and they did what you said by stopping and answering your question. It's going to be the same roll. It's going to be a charm roll.
All right.
I'm going to look at the doc and be like, who's Deborah?
Same result.
She was a lady of the night. This man apparently courted for a while in a, what you might call a parking lot.
I see. That sounds like a mixture for stupid. I'm not going to bring it up.
That or STDs, my friend.
Probably both. I'm going to... okay, go ahead, Jeremiah.
I already wrote it.
All right.
I was like, listen,
Bert,
y'all just stay here. Stay put. You got to stay where you're at. What if Jack, what's his name?
Johnny.
What if Johnny comes home and then you're gone? He thinks everybody's gone and he wanders back off again. Y'all got to stay here in case he comes home.
Okay, but what are you? Show me you mean it. Give me some kind of proof that you're going to bring him back, or we're just going to go out there.
I just show him my sledgehammer. And I'm like, I'm going to go over to smack this Wendigo in the head with this fucking sledgehammer. I'll bring Johnny back, I promise. I'm going to show him a picture of Deborah in my wallet. On this woman's life.
I'm going to try to help by going, ma'am, we work with a bureau that investigates these sort of things all the time. And what's happening right now may involve your son. We will try everything possible to bring him back. But if you go in there, we cannot assure your safety.
She kind of like shivers and is like visibly frightened. And Bert says, "All right, but you have till tomorrow, or we'll go in there and get him ourselves."
Johnny's got to have something to come home to. You know what I'm saying?
If we don't come back by tonight, most likely we're missing too.
Then come look for us too, okay? Us and Johnny.
I pull out my assault rifle and be like, "All right, ma'am, we're gonna bring back your son if we can. We'll try everything we can to bring him back."
And Bert puts his arm around Mary and he says, "All right, thank yous. But like I said, if you ain't back by tonight, we're going out there." And they turn around and they walk back to their house.
Boys, you ready?
I am. Also, I would like to say out of stream for anybody watching, I apologize for how much I'm blinking and fizzing around shit. I got a cut on my eye and it's absolutely aggravating shit out of me. So I apologize.
I didn't even
it's
know
fucking me up.
I look over to Roscoe and they're like, "Roscoe, are you armed?"
You know I am, buddy.
What do you have?
This right here, and I hold the sledgehammer, and this right here, pocket knife. And this right here, of course, heavy. You want? Hey, Mr. R, you want one?
Yes.
Hey, what's the R stand for? It ain't Roscoe, is it?
Redacted.
I bet it was Roscoe. I bet it was Roscoe. Double Roscoe's incoming quick. Wendigo, get ready. The lightning and the thunder.
Sarah's been standing on her porch, watching that little exchange, and she waves y'all over after they go into their house, and she's just kind of looking very confused, but standing on her front porch.
I also tell Mr. R to walk back. I guess we're walking back to her.
I guess
that's where his car is as well.
Mr. R, you know what? We didn't really think about this, but it's possible. Well, old Johnny just ran off with a lot lizard. He's not dead from a Wendigo at all.
Being 16 years old, it seems unlikely.
I mean, that's when I first ran off with Deborah the first time. You know what I'm saying?
I put my hand on
That's
his
when you
shoulder
get your
and I-
license. You can start driving trucks. This is the
I'm gonna put my
90s,
hand-
buddy.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and said, "Let's hope with everything that he didn't do anything that you did."
Tell you what, crabs was hard to get rid of that first time. You know what I mean?
You guys make it back to Mr. R's car and Sarah, who is hanging out, and she says, "Okay, I don't really recommend just telling anybody about what's going on, but that's fine, I guess. Whatever, you guys handle it the way you want. If you can somehow get me like some hair or some blood from that Wendigo, I can make a location spell. I have the ability to do that. But y'all are going to have to
Do I
get
have
some bait or use yourself as bait."
do I have blood on my sledgehammer from smoking it for 6 arm?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll roll if you need me to.
Yeah, what could you can do a luck roll? I don't know what luck is.
Can I roll
I mean, you could just use
investigate a mystery for, I don't know, what has been concealed here? See if there's blood on my hammer.
mean-
Do. Okay, just roll 2d6, and if you get above a 6, you have it.
Just roll, just like in Foundry.
Yeah.
Roll
slash roll.
2d6. 11.
Yeah. Yeah, you have blood on your sledgehammer.
I say I got some blood right here from where I busted that son bitch upside his head.
That could be useful. Can you make a spell
And-
from this?
And she says, "Can I see that real quick?"
I mean, you ain't gonna hurt it none, are you?
No, I'm gonna get the blood off of it.
All right. Me and Betsy been together a long time, and I handed it over.
And she looks at it and she says, "Before I get started, is there any other blood on the sledgehammer?"
I mean, not recent. You know, I've cleaned it. I clean her. I take
Yeah,
care of Betsy.
If there's any trace of any other type of blood on it,
No, honey,
it will send it wherever. So
if I make blood, you know, out and about, I don't leave no trace.
I'm like, as a note to self,
That's what-
background check, Roscoe.
That's why that's why the good Lord made Clorox. You know what I'm saying?
and she says, okay, I reckon." And she sets the sledgehammer down on the table, and
I look around at the situation in this area, I like how dirty and run down everything looks. I look like Mr. R and say, you know what? Maybe they don't know what Clorox is around here. It's probably the problem.
and she says, "We know what Clorox is."
Gee.
I heard that. And
This
she
woman's
goes
got
to,
good ears. She might be a Wendigo. Keep out.
I'm technically a witch if you want to get into that, but anyway. And
We have a
she
treaty
goes
with you.
to-
We have a
she goes
treaty with
to
you all.
She's like, I'm just not an asshole witch. But she goes to all her plants and stuff, and she is once again picking leaves. Then she walks to her back room, and you can see her like fidgeting around some mason jars. And she comes back, and she has just all sorts of materials gathered in her arms, and she lays it all down in a very specific order on the table. You can watch her being meticulous, and she says, "Roscoe, or you're closer, Mr. Eel. Honey, will you hand me that map of Elder Ridge behind you?" And you turn around and you see on the wall there's a big map of Elder Ridge.
Are you gonna do it?
Oh, I thought she said Mr. R. Yeah, I'll grab it. Hand it to her.
Eel.
No,
Oh,
it was
doctor?
Mr. Eel.
Oh,
Dr. Eel.
how's your doctor? Doctor, pull your pants up, buddy. And it ain't that kind of time.
Yeah.
Put your hog up.
And she kind of giggles. She goes, "Thanks, baby." And she puts the map down, and in one she pulls out 2 mason jars, and each one is like they both have dirt in them, but you're assuming they're different. and she sprinkles some on, some from one jar and then some from the other. Takes a bunch of these herbs and mixes them in a mortar. And she says, "Y'all are welcome to hang out, or you can go around town doing whatever. But this is gonna take about an hour."
I do need
And
to
she
get some
actually-
supplies from Deborah, the truck, not the
And
woman.
she reaches in
Alright.
her pocket and she throws Dr. Eel her keys, and she says, "If you want to look around the library while I'm doing this, you're more than welcome to as well."
Oh, let's do that one.
This might be interesting, fellas. We might want to check this out.
All right, we'll be back in 1 hour, and
We
then
need-
I
We need
guess
to
we all
stop by the rig on the way.
All right, then we get in my car and we're gonna drive to Roscoe's truck.
The first thing I do when we get there is move it further off the road. So nothing will happen to it.
Do you want to just drive it separately to the library and park it there? And that
Oh, yeah, that's probably the move. Probably the move. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I'd just leave it. Just leave it further in the woods.
Do you change the tire and everything too?
I thought I did that before we walked into the woods.
You
But
heard
if
the
I
scream
didn't,
while
then
you were changing it.
yeah, I'll change this tire.
Okay. Yeah, and Dr. Eel and Mr. R, they already know the way to the library, and if you're in your big rig, you can just follow them.
I got a map too, man. I'm a trucker. You know what I'm saying?
You got.
This was before GPS. This is when, if you want to know where to go, you had to ask truckers.
Yeah, you guys find your way to the library, no problem. And we'll say, through the sake of this making sense, it's a Sunday and the library is currently closed.
Oh, well, you think we're gonna find anything in here?
I mean, there's only one way to find out. You know what I mean?
I just use the key, open the door, and walk in. Not even pay attention to what they're saying.
So Mr. R, I got some stuff we can take in the woods with us. Don't worry. I got this right here, and it's a roll of wintergreen skull cans. And I got this. I mean, I know if you need to make business in the woods, it's a little awkward, so I got this too, and it's a bucket. I said, "This is my shed bucket." And there's a sign on it that says, "No poops bigger than 2.5 inches in diameter, 6 inches in length at this time." Sorry for the inconvenience.
You go ahead and keep that on you.
All right, man. I'm just saying.
Don't worry. Yeah, we'll use it if it comes to it.
You just shit on the ground like some kind of savage.
They have bathrooms.
Carry
In
a
the
bucket like
woods?
some kind of savage.
They have bathrooms in buildings.
I meant for when we go in the woods and hunt this wingding, go.
I don't think we'll be out there that long.
Hey, when it strikes, it strikes. You never know.
All right. Well, carry it on us, and maybe we'll need
We
to
will,
shit in
we
a
will.
bucket
We will.
or the woods.
Buckets are
I just
useful for
picture
a lot
him
of
like-
stuff, you know?
I picture him just using a carabiner that's like holding a 5-gallon bucket by his side, and he just walks around with it attached to him.
Sometimes
the
it's
smell
heavier
is-
than others.
And the
I
smell
really-
is just like, you don't have to carry that with you, do you?
No, but I mean, I choose to, you know what I mean?
Because it smells. It smells awful.
Well, I mean, I can leave it here for now. I mean, I'll put it back in the truck so nobody steals it.
Yeah.
right. I'll put it back in the truck and go in the library.
I honestly don't know if I hate Roscoe or love him.
He's the best. I got another character fired up too. Don't worry.
I might change my character next time too. Anyways,
Okay,
what
and
are we looking in the library for something?
I want to go look at microfilms of newspapers and see if I can see if any other people have went missing in similar ways.
Maybe investigate a mystery, so maybe I can find like what can hurt it. You know,
If there's any sightings.
that was my thought process exactly. So if you want to roll investigate a mystery, somebody else can roll help out.
I'll do it. What kind of rolls help out? Cool. I'm
What is-
cool as fucking hell. Don't worry.
So +1. So I just put 1 here.
I exposed
What
myself
did you
to.
roll?
I do give him a +1, but I exposed myself to danger in this library. Oh goddamn! I fell down the stairs. Help!
Please.
There's no danger in the
Oh
library.
wow, a 0.
How do you roll a 0?
You
in
can't roll a
investigating
0.
mystery?
Yeah.
If you have
He's got
negative, in
negatives.
something, you do.
-2?
I have -2 in shark. What the fuck?
Oh no, then yeah, it's a 0. If somebody else would like
I
to
look at Dr.
roll,
Hill and say, look, I mean, it kind of looks like, I mean, I don't want to say it's too loud, but I feel bad for the guy. Kind of looks like he can't read, man. Maybe you should check his books out.
Oh gosh, where's investigative mystery at?
At the top, right
Very
under
top.
help out.
right under help out and act under pressure.
Hunter moves
Oh,
reference.
I see. I see it now.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Cool. So you get to hold 2. So I ask them 2 of them questions, and we'll take it from there.
I added them to mine like I wrote it. What am I doing?
The first one I want to ask is just so we can be exactly clear on what we're looking at is what sort of creature is it?
Yep. And do you want to go from there, or you want to go ahead and ask your second one?
And then I'm going to ask what can hurt it.
Okay. You take your time and you're digging through books, and you found yourself in like a legends of you found a book called Legends of the Natives or Native Folklore, stuff like that. Just all kinds of different books. And you're flipping through the index, and you see a section about Wendigos and the Native Americans. And you get a little info dump on what a Wendigo is. It's somebody that eats the flesh of another man, so it's a cannibal. Or you find out that it can also, the curse of the Wendigo can be placed on somebody through a really powerful witch. The frozen heart is a thing that Sarah told you about. You have to find the heart. It gets removed from the Wendigo, and they place it somewhere. If somebody has put a curse on the Wendigo, usually they have it. If not, then it's in their lair. And the only way you can destroy a Wendigo is by destroying their heart. So, and just a little out of game knowledge, any damage you do to the Wendigo will heal itself over time unless you tackle the weakness.
I was going to investigate these microfilm newspapers, but I rolled a 5. So.
I'm not gonna make you roll to investigate that because you're just kind of scrolling through. And if you want, we can use your help out roll for that.
Whatever you
I
want.
think it makes sense because you're helping Dr. Eel investigate. That way, I can give you a little bit of info about the town. You nothing really catches your eye as you're scrolling through this microfilm. You make it all the way back to the 30s though, and as you're just like kind of powering through it, you know.
I'm just looking at headlines, you know.
Yeah.
Typical.
You're looking
I'm a
at
right
like the
winger,
most
man.
popular. You're looking at the most popular headlines by year, and it's a really weird organizational system. But you don't find anything really. Not even during the year that you're currently in, 1997 or whatever. But yeah, you keep going, and at this point, you're just hitting the button to hit the button. But you stop on the year 1932. And the headline reads, 3 sisters killed in house fire.
I'm just like, ah, damn. And I don't really know what it means because I went with them before, but I'm going to read it out loud. Like, what a terrible tragedy. 3 sisters killed in a house fire in the 30s here, boys.
And everybody else remembers, or their characters remember, we'll say.
Of the people, you know, that we found out the first time.
Yeah, you found out about the witches' coven, and is basically a headline leading to that there. It was covered up. There was a witches' coven in the 1930s, and the townsfolk banded together to have them burned at the stake.
I think I see what's going on.
So I'm going to combine it. Does it say where that house was?
It was in Foggy Hollow.
I'm going to say, listen, boys. I ain't no goddamn Dale Earnhardt or nothing here. I'm not a genius like he is. But that thing said powerful witches can conjure up a Wendigo. And these motherfuckers was powerful witches. I think when they go check out that house where they was burnt down.
Mr. R and Dr. Ill already know that that's a bust, that house isn't there anymore. So if they want to give you that information, they can. If not, you can go check it out. Fuck it. One other thing, real quick, Dr. Ill, as you're looking in this book, you see a index of different creatures. You see one for the black-eyed children, the Wampus cat.
I've seen the Wampus cat
Beelzebub.
before, let me tell you.
Big chungus in there.
And you see one for a creature called a Beelzebub.
Ha!
Beelzebub.
I take the picture over to the group and be, see? A Beelzebub.
Yeah, but that's not the thing we're looking for, though.
I knew you was. Bulls, I can't believe this shit. Some of it's real. You reckon it's government experiments is what's happened?
It's usually a mixture of government experiments, paranormal activity, Satan, cults that summon demons sometimes.
And you're in an organization that just does this shit all the time.
Yep.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that would impress the fuck out of Deborah if I could just be maybe just like an honorary, maybe a junior member. You give me one of the little plastic badges like the kids get or something.
A junior member.
Tell you what, Roscoe, we survived through tonight, and I'll talk to my boss.
Hey, I can swing a hedge sledgehammer with the best of them.
Well, you're gonna have to, son. because most likely we're gonna have to engage in battle with this thing, but we need to find its frozen heart. So let's go ahead and head back to Sarah.
Roscoe puts a dip in and also gets a cigarette out and lights it and smoking it at the same time.
Gosh, and I'm gonna give Mr. R this choice. I would say that you being the fancy professional that you are, you would probably have a backup pistol in your car.
I was gonna give him a gun.
I was gonna say you can definitely give him you can give him something like a 38.
All right. I'll go ahead and go to the car and say, all right, sledgehammer's good, but you're gonna need some heat. And then I hand him the gun. You know how to use this?
Hell yeah, bro. Arthur. I actually used to have one in the big rig, but then about 100 miles up the road, a lot lizard stole. That happens sometimes. You just go to the next town to get a new one,
There's a lot of interesting
Unless you're in California where they banned the guns and shit, them stupid Democrat liberals. And out of game knowledge, it was actually Ronald Reagan that put all the guns. So, fun facts for everyone.
And I just look at him and I'd be like, Ronald Reagan, the third level necromancer. He did that.
He's a third level president of the year, of the century. He died for our sins so that we would not fall to communisms.
You know what, Roscoe?
Roscoe's negative too sharp.
You know what, Roscoe? We're going to go with that. Go ahead and have my back with this gun, and when you see the Wendigo, we shoot.
And what that means for you, Roscoe, in your gear, go ahead and mark small handgun.
Do I even have that there? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you do. I'm looking at your character sheet.
Got it.
And what's the move, y'all? Heading back to...
Yeah, Sarah, so we can get that location.
On the way, I say, listen, I'd just like to point this out. We don't know it's Sarah, bitch. She is a witch. Like, maybe she's conjured the Wendigo.
Well, if that was true, she probably would have let it kill you outside.
Maybe she has got bigger plans for us,
Well, that is the thing.
She's going to kidnap us and hold us for sexual experiments or something.
Yeah, probably not that, though.
Or turn us into Wendigos. Holy shit.
I don't know. The feeling of sanctity inside of her house gives me the feeling that she is not on their side.
Yeah, we're out then. I believe you.
And then, you know what? Maybe I can use my cool tech
Mhm.
I use my cool tech. What is it? The truthalizer?
The
like,
truth.
just like, it's
You do get a move
like
called Cool Tech, right?
yep. I got since I leveled up, I put in what's it called? Well armed,
God damn.
weird tech gadgets.
Okay, so with the weird tech gadgets, I'm gonna say it can be something that would make sense for like an agency to have like on hand, but it's not going to be anything wild that's going to like
All right.
kill something in one hit, anything like that.
Okay, all right. And so that glove that lights up, basically that's my anti what's it called? Anti not abduction. You know what's it called? Extra you know when something
Like an anti-demonic type thing.
yeah, like anti like you know when something takes over you. I forgot what that word is called. I forgot.
Anti-possession.
Anti-possession glove. That's what
Okay, that sounds fine. Yeah.
yeah.
If I'm
All
going to possess somebody, it just won't be you.
right. Okay.
Oh
But
my god! I just go ahead.
all right.
I know what I'm taking on my level up.
We're gonna I guess we're gonna go back to Sarah's and um and then maybe I want to ask her about those witches.
Yeah, for sure. You guys get there no problem, and
Yeah.
as you walk in, you see Sarah hanging out with this big map, and all of the dust had, or all of the dirt that she spread on it, has kind of like moved itself in a odd pattern. And you guys just kind of walk in. She left the door unlocked, and as you guys walk in, she looks up, and her eyes are solid white with no iris, no pupil or anything. And then her pupil and iris slowly fade back in, and she says, I think we got the son bitch."
All right. Now, before we go, Sarah, I want to ask you. You were investigating, and there was a fire, 1932. 3 young girls died in it. They were supposedly witches. The town covered it up. You know anything about that?
Yeah, that's for sure what happened. Town covered it up. They were trying to bring something back. I don't know what it was, some kind of ancient evil. That's what my family told me. And
And do
out of
you
fear, they hung her. They didn't hang them. They tied them up by their necks, kind of like a hanging. But then they caught them on fire at the stake.
so? Do you think they were the ones that put this curse here?
I mean, maybe it sounds like something the evil witch's coven would do.
Listen, from what Dr. R had read to him, it seems like ain't gonna do us no damn goods to find the Wendigo if we don't know where his heart is.
And she says, "That's what I was doing while you were gone. I found the heart."
Oh, I thought you was finding the Wendigo.
No, he's pretty easy to find. You just have to lay out some bait for him.
So can he
But
be trapped? I'd like to.
Uh,
Is there a
or
role
I,
for that?
could he be
to
controlled if we grab the heart?
uh, I
Just to
don't know. I've never hung out with a Wendigo.
well, I don't know. We'll just leave that up for debate. But
I'm gonna
I
roll
guess if we
this.
found the heart, then we need to go there
Okay,
and
don't worry
get rid
about
of it.
it.
Get
Never
rid
mind.
of it, or at least capture it.
And she says, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if you do manage to capture it. I don't know how long it'll stay captured. These things are superhumanly strong.
Well, if we could just slow it down while we look for the heart, is what I'm thinking.
Well, we have enough firepower to at least wait it off from damage. So what we'll do is we'll go to the heart and we'll find it and we'll try to kill it.
And she says that's the only thing I know that would work. Honestly, is just
Do we need anything special
screwing
to
the
kill the
heart.
heart? Do we have?
No, just catch it on fire
I
like
got
you do
that, and
most
I got my
supernatural
Zippo
things.
lighter, and I pull it out, and it's black with a number 3 on it.
Hell yeah.
I put away my Indian parba dagger that I have. I'm like, oh, I guess I won't be using this today. And
I say, hey, witch lady, are you coming with us?
And she says, no, I reckon y'all got this handled. I think I'm gonna do a little patrol around town and see if I can find any wards that might be wearing off or anything, because shit seems a little fucky around. You know what I mean?
Can this thing turn other people into Wendigos?
No,
That has
maybe.
to be done through it's a curse. It has to be put on somebody, but somebody you can put on a curse.
I didn't know if like maybe it bit you become a Wendigo.
She's like, I don't think that's how it works, but if
That's
it's
a
being
werewolf
controlled by
also.
something, she says, if somebody's controlling it, God forbid, then it could command it to bring people to it, to them.
Oh my God, it's gonna be a Wendigo army. So we need to find this heart, and then we need to find out who controlled this son of a bitch.
Well, by the way, it's been out here for a while. Who knows if it's actually being controlled or possibly was being controlled and the user died and now it's just free.
How long has it been here? Do we know?
No.
There's about a week from what I've put together.
How long ago did Johnny go missing? A month?
A week.
Couple weeks. So like
But
2
the
weeks for
witches-
Johnny.
But those witches died in 1932.
Yeah, but
So if they put on the curse, why is it only acting now?
I'm just saying something's funky here about Johnny going missing right at the same time. I just don't know. I mean, maybe this thing you just eat Johnny. Maybe Johnny run off with a lot lizard. Maybe Johnny's a fucking witch and he's controlling this thing.
He would be a
Maybe the
werewolf.
Wendigo is Johnny.
Well, the only way we could see is go find his heart and hopefully end whatever's happening. Maybe we'll find Johnny there with it. You ready, boys?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just have a hard time trusting anybody named Johnny after the OJ trial. You know what I'm saying?
Before you go, Roscoe, she hands you a little styrofoam cup, and she says, "Drink that real quick. It'll make you feel better before you have to do any fighting."
Do I need a chaser?
No, it's tea.
I got one anyway, and I drink it and then chase it down with the course.
All of your harm is gone, so you're fully healed.
Oh, goddamn, I feel so much better. What's
You
in
actually
it?
feel like 5 years younger.
Goddamn, I feel 48 at least.
And she says, "Oh, that's just a little mixture of some teas I grow here. No biggie, no
Hey,
big
can
deal."
you make us some of them up for the road for later on when we come back? I'll trade you
No.
5 coolers for 1 tease.
No, that's fine. Come back here and I'll fix yous up and make sure y'all are patched up. But I can't risk any of my magic getting out into the world.
All right. Well,
Mixing tea's not magic, lady.
And she says, "Okay, Roscoe, y'all have a good one."
I go, Roscoe.
When we come
Doc?
back, I got a plan. When we
You
come
re-
back, she mixes that tea. Let's try to watch see how she does it.
Well, I don't do magic, but
You know, there's always a time to start.
She could mix my tea any day.
You think David Copperfield, you know, was always did magic since he was a kid?
David Copperfield's a wizard.
He just learned, and one day he made the Statue of Liberty disappear. You know what I'm saying?
No, he is
An actual
actually
wizard.
He is literally.
He's an alien. We established it.
No, I met an alien. He's a wizard. Aliens are a lot more dickish with their magic.
Real quick, before you leave, you take a look at the map, and it is it's pointing you like in the middle of the woods, but it's kind of pinpointed to a degree of like you could write down the coordinates and find your way there that way. And you guys
charge
have
off
the map?
into the woods.
I would imagine she would like give you a copy or whatever.
I'll use my weird alien tech of GPS. It's top
I'll
of the
say
line. It's old as shit though. It's like this big ass lunky, this big ass thing I had
Hey,
to
they
carry
did
around.
have
It's like
things.
sonar.
Yeah.
I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure 90. It wasn't like a map on a screen, but it would tell you your coordinates.
Kind of like MapQuest or some shit.
No, it would be like your longitude and latitude. It would tell you where you're at. Like it was very inaccurate. You know what I'm saying?
Can I have like maybe an old like it's like before its time, so it's like high tech, but it's actually like lunky and like big. And
Yeah, it's like a it looks like a Nokia brick phone, but it has like a big antenna sticking out of it, and the
Yeah.
only thing you see are coordinates. So
Well,
it's
God
like
damn.
a little tracker.
Apparently,
That is
GPS
nice.
been out since late 70s. So there we go.
Damn.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, I mean, you know, governments had that shit. Didn't tell nobody. We've been
Apparently,
driving
like-
around looking like assholes for hours in
Back in the
circles.
day, you had like this little handheld thing. I think it was in the 90s that hikers would use to hike with.
Yeah, that's
you
what
might
I'm
have had one.
picturing.
So
Yeah.
I take it out, and you know it looks brand new. You guys are like, "What the fuck?" It's like top of the line.
And it's
He's
like
got
a
one
instead of giving you like it won't give you directions to the coordinates, but it's like a
Mhm.
hot and cold thing.
Yeah.
Like the closer you get to it, you can match
It'll
up the numbers.
Okay, so it'll like beep as it get close, like beep, beep, beep.
It's more like you have to like stare at the screen, and every time you like walk up and it changes a degree, you can like decide on which direction to go.
Okay, all right, boys, let's go kill this heart.
I also would like to say I grabbed the CB radio out of my rig, the handheld one.
Are there handheld CBs? Is that a
Oh,
thing?
yeah. Those been around forever.
Okay, then yeah, you got it.
All right, so we're going into the forest.
You guys are trekking through the forest. Let me get some appropriate music going.
Mr. R, do you have a Deborah back home?
No, I don't have a Deborah. I have a Melissa.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know, when it's cleared up, we can find you one at any truck stop.
Oh well,
Just don't go for a Barb. Make sure it's a Deborah.
I'm gonna try not
No
to do
Barb.
any of that. I'm gonna try not to do any of that, seeing as that I don't think Melissa would like that very much.
Well,
And
you
also,
know, she might be into it. You never know.
And
you never know until you ask. That is true, Roscoe.
I'll say that it's probably a few minute drive as well. So it's not like you can't just walk out of her house and go into the woods. You gotta drive like kind of off into the county a little bit.
Okay.
Find a little place to park and then head that way. So you guys are nice and far away from civilization.
All right, boys. This is pretty normal. I do this a lot, but it always makes my butthole pucker before we go in. So I'd like to do
here.
a little calming dance.
And I hand him the shit bucket.
I look at the shit bucket and be like, you know what? I think I'm ready.
Like, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
The good old disposal of waste. In
The
time
team
of
that
need.
sheds together stays together, I say.
Also, there's a certain playbooks have moves you can do before hunts, like before you're going into danger. If you guys have any of those, let me know and we can do that too.
I know.
Hold on. Do I have any?
I don't know. That's why I was asking.
Uh,
Some of them do.
Oh, you know what? Reading a bad situation, I could have used cool instead of sharp because that's my ability. God damn it. All right.
no, but I would like to.
Yeah, I got
Are
nothing.
we in the general area here where we should start being on the lookout?
Yeah, for sure.
I would like to read a bad situation then.
Give me a roll.
Oh, I'm going to 2.
What was the okay, so that's 2 hardened moves I haven't acted on so far.
That's right.
So
I guess I'm going to read a bad situation since I have a special ability.
yep, and just roll cool instead of charm if that's what it
All right.
if that's what it do.
Let's see my ability. Come on. Okay. It's better than it's been.
It's
I need
better
to
than
get that.
failing for sure.
I apparently need to get a Tome of Mysteries because they have alternate weird moves that I would love to use.
All right. So what
I
is,
got you one here. I'll link it to you on Face Friends.
How many do I get on a 79? I get to hold one. I get one.
For read a bad situation.
Yeah. I get
Let
one.
me make sure. I think you get to. Yeah, you get to hold one.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. This is the best way in. What's the best way in? Things you haven't noticed. What's the best way in?
Honestly, the best way in is just it's surrounded by woods,
Mm-hmm.
so there's not really a good or bad way in. You just kind of have to go in. You're going to be in his territory regardless.
All right. Well, let's try to be as quiet as possible, boys. Let's not stir the Wendigo before we get to the heart.
If you guys are trying to be stealthy, we can call that a cool roll. If everybody wants to roll cool.
All right.
Give me 1 second. Oh, neat.
Okay.
Cool roll.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
There we go.
That's not good.
There we
Our
go.
move counter is up to 4. Yeah, you guys. Mr. R, you're fairly quiet. You have like a little bit more train. Well, you have a lot more training, I guess,
Mhm.
as far as like this tactical stuff goes. So you're walking like heel toe, very purposely, very quiet,
Mhm.
and the other two are like stumbling around.
Yeah. Typical fashion for me.
And
this was a waste.
Roscoe actually
you
falls.
hear
He's like, "Oh goddamn!"
Roscoe. You don't fall. You feel your your legs get grabbed from under you, and you are pulled away.
Oh goddamn, Roscoe's gone.
Can I grab him? Can I
That is
jump pull?
nope. That is my hard move. So
Ah,
that happens, and Roscoe is taking a bathroom break. IRL. As you see Jeremiah get up, and yeah, he moves in the direction that you're heading. Though he just he gets like drug into some bushes, and you just hear a bunch of dragging and like rustling around, and various foresty materials go towards your destination.
We're like, Eel, we gotta follow him. And then we try to head towards where Roscoe was going.
Yeah, that's easy enough to follow. I would imagine Roscoe is not being quiet while being drugged. So what's the move? What are you guys doing?
I can smell it.
You can smell the shit bucket. It's actually a trail of shit from the bucket.
I picture the shit bucket covered in like camo duct tape.
Don't worry, I can smell the shit from here.
Is that what that is?
It's covered in camo duct tape, but it also has like a number 3 in black duct tape on it. Oh Lord. Yeah, and what are you two doing while he's getting carried away? Y'all chasing him?
Yeah, we're giving.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys run through the woods, and
can I like pop some shots off in the air, maybe scare it?
actually, yeah, give me a kick some ass roll.
All right. Tough. I'm good at it. Let's see. Yeah, something.
9. Okay, so let's see what exactly happens on a mixed success with kick some ass, because I can never remember. Some ass. On a 10 plus. Okay. Okay, on a 7 plus, you inflict harm on each other.
I was going to ask this question really quick. When I click on these improvements, you said I could put check off one of them after I hit 5 experience. Does it automatically calculate that in, or do I have to add that into my pool?
Which one did you pick?
I selected cool because I was negative.
Okay. You can just adjust that yourself. I think you can look over.
Okay, I just wanted. I can edit it. I just.
Yeah, you can just change that number. I think if you pick the plus cool and it didn't go up one, it looks like it's at 0 now.
I changed it. It didn't go up one.
Okay.
That's why I was asking.
Okay, cool.
So I'm
But
shooting off, and I'm not like aiming it. I'm just kind of popping shots off in the air.
I want to
okay.
be.
Yeah, since you're go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry.
I
We
was
all
gonna
failed the stealth rolls, right?
everybody but Mr. R.
So there's no reason for us to be quiet.
I would say no.
Okay. I'm singing "Landslide" by Fleetwood Mac.
I don't know if that's gonna help, Doc.
Mr. R, you pop some shots off, and as you're trying to scare it, you hear like that it's the first time you're hearing it. It's like that primal yell, that low gnarled growl. And
there he is, that sweet, sweet voice.
and do you hear like a thump a little ways ahead of you, followed by those footsteps again, and Roscoe's like laying on the forest floor. So you have successfully scared it away, but currently right now Roscoe's knocked the fuck out because Jeremiah, the player of Roscoe, is not here. So
Alright.
yeah, Roscoe's laying on the forest floor.
We're gonna go get, we're gonna go reclaim Roscoe, and when he gets back, I'll throw some smelling salts on. I'll throw some shit under the shit bucket right under his.
You guys make it to Roscoe, and I'm gonna use another hard move. You get to him, and you quickly realize that the Wendigo was using Roscoe for bait. You shot at it, and now it's like, well, I'm gonna hit back. You run over to Roscoe, and you start hearing footsteps all around you. And you think at first that there's multiple, but then you quickly realize that it's just one moving really fast. And it comes out of the bush and takes a swap at you, Mr. R, and you take 2 points of harm as it like runs out, swaps you without losing momentum, and like goes back into the forest.
I'm back.
All right.
And about that time, Roscoe wakes up and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Where am I at?
Yeah, we scared the wind to go away, but he just went and hit me. Actually, he used you as bait, then now he just hit me.
That son of a bitch. That's it, boys. Which way to go?
He's
He's
stalking
in
us
the forest. Yeah,
he's stalking us in the forest.
Yeah, and you guys hear like all kinds of
Can we get a
footsteps
direction
around.
from it or anything?
Your left, I guess.
I want to charge in through there
there. What is love?
and roll what could go wrong.
Okay, is that it? The one that lets you charge into danger?
Yep.
Okay.
11.
Oh, that's nice. So what happens on a success?
I get to hold 2.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I just want to charge at it, and if I see it, I'm going to just take a shot at it.
Yeah, so you, what could go wrong? You get 2, so is one of them just going to be straight inflicting harm?
Do I have to use them right now? It says I can hold them.
Hold 2 just means that you get to use 2 of those questions, and taking 2 forward is letting you add 2 to a roll. I'm going to say given
It
this,
says you may spend the hold.
yeah, but I'm going to say given this current situation, you're going to have to use 1 right away since the Wendigo's like right on your ass.
I'm shooting him.
Okay, and yeah,
And then I guess add a harm. Kick some ass, dude. 4.
Damn.
4 harms.
4 harms. Cool. cool.
Now, she, I got him, boys. Does it make you feel like a big man, Wendigo, dragging a man off in the woods by his ankles?
And
shoot
you
in the
hear
direct. I got
you,
someone
you
to
hear
shoot in
that loud growling, and if you want to shoot as well,
Yeah,
Mr. R, you can roll kick some ass too.
shoot in that direction as well.
Guess to
Let's
take
see
one
if
away
this-
because I inflicted another harm.
Please roll well. God. Anybody want to help me?
Mhm.
I don't know
You,
really what I can do to help.
Yeah, you pop some shots in after it, and you actually don't know if you hit or not because you just kind of shoot in the direction you heard it. The only reason Roscoe knows he hit is because he hears that yell.
I'm gonna
Is
go ahead
it-
and try to take a shot as well.
Can I not see it?
The
If
since
not,
you used your what could go wrong, you came up behind it and you were able to see it as it was retreating into the forest.
oh, it's retreating?
Retreating, like, or relocating, getting a better vantage point, something like that.
Are you gonna take the roll, Matt? Are you gonna
Oh
shoot?
yeah, I was gonna say if he's gonna tell me if I could or not.
Oh yeah, you can for sure. So, what are you shooting at it with, or take? Yeah, what are you using?
Magnum
Okay, how many harm is that?
3.
Son. And with that failure, you hear you guys all like catch the ass end of it as it's running away. Roscoe, you fire a shot and you hear it scream. Mr. R, you draw up your AR and you pop pop and don't know if you hit or not. And Dr. Eel pulled out his fucking dirty hairy gun from his lab coat and like takes a very educated guess and like shoots into the brush, and you hear that primal yell again, and you
While
know
I
you
do
hit your
that,
mark.
you hear, "Well, I've been afraid of changing."
Goddamn, build my life around Deb.
And you hear,
I'm sitting there like, Jesus Christ, guys, can we be serious?
Oh, wait. Can I forgot to get one of these other effects.
Mhm.
And one of them is you force them where you want them.
What's that on?
Kicks my ass on a 10 plus.
Oh yeah, I guess so. So where do you want him to go?
I want it to just run away from us, give us time to run the other direction. Just a little buffer room there.
But yeah,
Or
that happens.
I want it to
Usually
run
not.
back to its lair, actually.
Good idea.
I'm going to say that you being Roscoe wouldn't know that he's running back to his lair, but you definitely
I
hear
mean,
the
I'm gonna
footsteps
chase
like
him.
fade away.
I'm
You
chasing
hear
him.
the footsteps fade away as it like retreats from you guys.
I chase him.
Let's give chase, boys.
Come
you
on,
got-
boys.
You guys do that, and you stumble. You just stumble upon it, chasing after him. You, Mr. R, you have your little GPS thing, and the
Mhm.
coordinates are starting to line up with the coordinates on the map that Sarah had.
I think we're there.
And as you
Oh.
get there, you see this little wooden shack. It looks like it's made out of like old like driftwood or like pieces of bark taken from trees. There is a little cobblestone chimney with some smoke coming off of it, and it's about nightfall now because you guys have been hunting monsters all day. And there's like dim light in the windows of this little shack.
I whispered to them, it looks like someone's home.
I say, listen, if we can make sure Johnny's not in here, we'll just burn this motherfucking whole place down.
We'd still have to go in and see if he's here. Here's my plan. I need
the door
somebody to
in.
make it. I need somebody to make a distraction outside, and then we go in and search the house.
Oh, take my love and I take it down. I start dancing outside, just running around the circle. I'm a
Alright.
mountain and I turned around.
And I just wait to hear a reaction to see if the beast is moving towards him.
I'm gonna take another one of my hard moves.
Mirror in the sky, what is love?
As you're singing, you get the air kind of just like gets jerked out of your lungs, Dr. Eel, as this Wendigo sweeps your legs out from under you, and you take 2 points of harm.
I would like
And
to use my hold to reduce his harm suffered by 1.
okay, so you take 1 point of harm, but the Wendigo has your leg in his claws, and he is going to drag you
I'm shooting at
about
it.
15, 20 feet, and it drags you and then it drops you. And yeah, you can roll kick some ass as.
Well, if he drops him, I don't want to shoot him.
Okay,
I'm just going to kick that door into the cabin.
Damn it! How many times is this going to happen to me?
I'm kicking the door, and you tell me if that's a what could go wrong situation.
I
I
would say
I don't know if it's immediate danger.
It definitely is immediate danger.
Okay.
As you kick the door down, and the first thing you see is it's just a dirt floor shack. There's actually like a little bed on the adjacent side. There is that chimney that you saw. It leads to a little fireplace, and you see this crystalline, anatomically correct heart put up like a display.
Is Dr.
And
R
you look
behind me?
around. I don't know.
Dr. R, you behind me?
Mr. R?
Dr.
Yeah,
R was about, or Mr. R.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Dr. Eel was about 20 feet away.
Mr. R, were you going in with me through the door?
I don't know. I don't want to leave.
Well,
I
he
wouldn't
was
wanna
the
leave this here, but
he was the
we
distraction, though, right? That's what
That
I
is
thought.
true, but
Mhm.
if he dropped him, then I guess we're going because that's what we were doing. So I'll go in with him with my gun drawn behind him.
And you hear a voice, Roscoe, before anybody has a chance to come in behind you. And it is like an old, decrepit voice. You hear, why are you here?
And it's like I look at her and I go,
This is Roscoe only.
"Oh, okay."
I see a lady that says, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
Does she look witchy to
And
me?
she is very old. She kind of looks like a burn victim. She has a lot of scarring, and she's wearing like this gray like shawl with a hood on.
I say, Deborah?
And she says, "No, why would you bother an old lady out here
I said,
by
ma'am,
herself?"
I've been told that I'm going to lie my ass off about this because I know who this lady is. I'm going to say, ma'am, I've been told. I've been hearing tales that you can make love potions, and I miss Deborah so bad. As I'm saying this, I'm easing my way toward that heart, but like I'm just like looking at her, doing it like I'm.
I
circling
believe
her.
I'm going to use my last hard move to say that she notices you walk towards her, and she holds her hand up, and she like flicks her wrist, and you fly out the door as Mr. R is coming up behind you, and you slam into him. You don't neither one of you take any harm, but you're outside of the hut, and she kind of like walks into the threshold of her own doorway, and she says, "Y'all can't have that."
Listen,
Well, we tried it the nice way, Mr. R.
I look at her and I'm like, "Listen, we know what you are, and we understand your anger, but the people that did that to you are not alive anymore. The people you're harming right now have nothing to do with that."
Both of you guys roll act under pressure as you're trying to convince her.
Hold on,
I do get a plus 2 to this with one of my holds. 12.
+1. I get a +1 to my cool. All right, cool. Act under pressure. Where the hell is that? There it
Gonna wait to see what Mr. R rolled.
is. I hope my rolls have just been doozy.
Personally, I think
Poo-poo.
failures are.
Uh,
Oh Lord,
Jesus
poo-poo.
Christ.
I think
It
failures
was
are more
one. It was
fun than
cool.
success.
That doesn't even make sense because cool. I have plus in.
Just roll straight cool.
Hold on,
from
let me
your
see what it
sheet.
rolled. It rolled a
Yeah.
2 and a 6, which is 8, plus 2 plus 1.
What the fuck?
So it should have been 10.
That's weird.
Yeah. Why is it?
I think it's messing up because it says plus plus. When you type in the
It
1,
might
are
be
you
as
typing
well.
plus 1 or are you typing 1?
I'll put in plus 1.
I think you need to
It
just
tells-
type
you-
1 because
It
I
tells
just
me
typed the number.
plus. Okay, I'll put the 1. So it's 10, right?
Try it again to see if it works like it. So
All
we'll
right,
know.
cool. Let's try it one more time.
Yeah, we'll count that 10 for sure.
All right, hold on. Let me what's it again?
Just add a number in.
act under pressure.
Yeah, act under pressure and then just put 1. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on Roscoe's sheet as well.
Right. Is that
It added it right that time.
Yeah, it
Okay.
added it right for sure.
I mean, you rolled 2
Okay.
1s, but you know, it did it.
But still,
Alright.
okay, we'll count that 10.
What we doing on my sheet?
I was just looking to see how it looks from your guys' point of view. Since
when
I've
you
never
roll it.
played Monster of the Week, I've just ran it. So I don't know what the rules look like.
Well, it says plus or negative. It's pretty confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tells you like put plus or negative.
I guess
I
you
think
only
you
put
have to put
negative if
negative,
it's
yeah.
All right.
But
You click.
you guys are talking to this old lady that you haven't like you're both pretty smart. You understand that if there was like a textbook of what witches look like, she would be on the cover.
Hmm.
And both of you getting those good act under pressure rolls. You're talking to her, and you notice you look down and you notice her hand by her side just kind of twitch a little bit, and that gives both of you guys the instinct that something is coming, and you guys kind of like take a step back instinctively, and the Wendigo just flashes right in front of you guys, like between you two and the witch, and you dodge the Wendigo's attack.
All right,
Dr.
lady.
Eel, what are you doing in this?
I was about to ask, am I like injured and prone down? Like,
No, there's you can just get up. There's not conditions in Monster of the Week when it comes to
okay,
movement and
that's what I
stuff
was
like
about to ask. Well, if I'm up, I'm gonna try to take a shot at it.
Her or it?
Her.
Yeah. I
that.
say,
You give me a kick some ass roll.
he's rolling. I said, Dr. R, I got a plan. Listen, it's his genius. Shoot at her. Distract her.
All right. I think that's the only choice we have left, anyways.
I would like to roll weird science, Jeff.
I'm gonna roll kick ass.
Okay. How does weird science
It's just
work?
alternative weird move when you try to adapt a device.
What device are you trying to adapt?
I want to open the shit bucket and use the methane and my lighter to create fire to burn this cabin down.
I was trying so hard to figure out how I could use weird science. That is genius.
All right. I haven't read this, but apparently I battlefield awareness, so I always know what's happening around me, and and what to watch out for, and it takes +1 armor. So I don't
Okay,
know.
that just means any harm that I give you, I say you get, just take 1 off of it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what armor means.
I can't do the weird science. It has a lot of requirements.
Does it? What
I
are
mean,
the
I meet some
requirements?
of them, but one of them is you'll need. Well, I did get help because Mr. R shit it in the bucket.
I don't think he said that.
I don't ever chat in the bucket.
No, you shit in the bucket.
Mm.
You said, "I think I'm ready." Don't you remember? Fucking
No,
I
roll
thought
the
that's what
tape.
you- I
boys.
thought that's what you were doing
Roll
when
the
you said you
tape.
think you're ready.
I did too.
thought you were shitting in it.
I said,
No,
"Here's
he
the shit
definitely meant
bucket."
I'm ready,
It
as
was
in I'm
me.
ready to
No,
go.
I said, "Here's the shit
I was-
bucket," and you said, "I think I'm ready," and we celebrated.
No,
This is one of those,
you got it
This story
wrong.
went way different than I thought. I thought there was 2 amalgamations of shit in there.
I
He
did
was
too.
about
I
to use
can't,
it as a weapon.
I can't burn this
I
cabin
actually
down
did.
with just one shed. Hold on, let's figure something else out.
Yeah, I
I
don't want
actually-
you to beat my witches puzzle by using a shit bucket, so
I want to though. I want to, Rebecca.
I know you
Oh,
do, but I'm
epic.
not letting it happen.
It almost did. Mr. R just
There's
shit in that
methane in
bucket.
them food. There's methane in that shit.
But
All right,
okay.
When you
Dr.
store
Hill
up
with
shit
that.
in an airtight container, I'm just saying.
all right.
Okay.
I rolled kick ass while he's rolling whatever. What were you rolling, Jeremy?
I'm not
Oh, you-
rolling.
you-
I'm trying to figure out how we can burn this cabin down still.
Okay, first, let's go with Mr. Eel's kick-ass roll, since you guys are real bad to get on tangents. Are you shooting at the Wendigo or the witch?
The witch.
Okay, you shoot at her, and she looks up and like notices you shoot, and she goes like incorporeal for a second as the bullet like ricochets into her house, and that gives Mr. R and Roscoe enough time to like get away from her if they want to. And with that 8, that's going to leave you open to some damage,
I'm shooting
to
at
some
the same
danger.
time.
And that Wendigo is going to sideswipe you and just rake his claws across your back, and you're going to take 1 point of harm. Okay,
But
and
I'm
I would like to
shooting
use
at,
my
like, the
last
same-
hold to reduce that to 0.
okay, that's fine. And what are you doing, Raphael? Who are you shooting at?
I was actually like shooting at the same time, kind of like that. So like maybe she went incorporeal, but like
Yeah.
did she go back?
If you said same time, so she goes incorporeal at the same second both bullets go through her, and
Alright.
y'all got choose your wording, and that happens, and that Wendigo like slashes across Dr. Eel, and he's gonna like he's gonna dig his claws into the ground as he's galloping and do like a sharp turn, and he's gonna make his way towards you, Raphael, towards Mr. R, and he is going to just swap across your Achilles tendon, and you're going to take 2 points of harm.
All right, I take 1 point.
And you, I'll say you're both like knocked down by that.
I'm going to take a shot at this lady, not really caring if I hit her or not.
Okay.
I just want her to have to do something to dodge it. 2 shots. One gun. Actually, I just want to like, do I need to roll for all these? Because I just want to like run around the side of the cabin and shoot at her the whole time I'm running.
Like keep her incorporeal?
Yeah.
Okay, you had
An 8.
How many times have you shot? Thing you shot
None since we've been
Wendigo
here.
once.
Oh yeah, I did shoot once.
Okay, and so you'll have 5 more shots to do that because it does have to reload property.
I figured what it'd take me for like 3. Get around the side of this cabin. We standing at the front doorway. How big is this cabin?
It's not big. It's like
2,
50 by
3. When I get around the side, I'm just gonna get my lighter out and just try to catch this sumbitch on fire.
Okay, do you have any kind of fire accelerant?
Wait, look. Coors Heavy in the 90s.
I'm
It was,
not going to count that.
it was greater than, so I've already Googled it. Don't worry. It was greater than 7% alcohol, which means it was flammable.
That's some work right there.
I was ready for this.
It has to be like over 100 proof to catch flame, though.
No, it's got better than 7%.
I don't believe you.
I'll link it.
Let's say he
I'm
does
Googling.
a little Molotov
Alcohol
thing,
percent to catch fire.
As long as alcohol, the beer is. I just Googled can beer be lit on fire, and yeah, that's what popped up. Okay, give me a. I'm going to make you roll. I guess it would have to be act under pressure. You'd have to roll a. Give me a straight cool roll to see if you can get all of this done. 10 with the success. Yeah, you ignite the house on fire as this Wendigo's charging you, and you have enough time to do that and like dodge it as it's like coming towards you.
I'm using my last bullet to shoot at the Wendigo as well
Okay, roll kick some ass.
as it goes past me. Okay, didn't go well.
So you hit and you do how many harm is that?
3.
2?
Oh wait, no, two for the gun.
You hit the Wendigo and it like catches it in the shoulder, and it's still charging you though. So it's going to, with that mixed success, it's going to lower its head down and it's going to gore you for 2 points of harm, and it's going to like lift you up and like flip you over his back, and you're going to land on your back with this big wound in your stomach.
I'm gonna pour Coors Light in it too. It ain't light. I'm sorry, it's heavy. Roscoe don't drink no fucking light beer for the sissy liberals.
And it lets out that primal scream as it's staggering around now. And yeah, does Roscoe have any reaction whenever he gets thrown over this Wendigo's head?
Stand back up and take out Betsy. And just make it back to the boys.
I was really hoping for a real redneck yell.
Oh, you mean like a role play? I thought you meant like mechanically what I was going to do.
No, I mean like a role play instance.
Yeah, I just yell. Oh God, my shit bucket opened up. So this monster also got shit all over it as I was flying through the air. He
It
stinks.
actually got on its horns and it's inside you now. So now you have C. diff.
I already had it.
And,
We've not located the heart yet, right?
It's in the cabin. I set on fire.
We just lit it on fire.
I just yelled at these guys, I guess, as I make my way back to them. So we got to keep this bitch busy, boys.
And
I take another shot at.
She sees that that you lit the house on fire. She looks over and sees like the flames start to catch outside of one of her windows.
I'm gonna smack her with a hammer.
You're not near her. You're on the side of the house. You already established that.
I'm gonna take a shot at her while she's in front of me.
Let me tell you what I'm doing first. Hang on, everybody. And she holds her hand out, and that like crystalline, like anatomically correct heart flies off of the shelf into her hand, and she takes a step out of her cabin, and she looks at I guess she's standing face to face with Mr. R and Dr. Eel, and she says, "If y'all want this, I guess you're going to have to take it." And she just kind of is like staring you two down.
I'm gonna bum rush her into the house.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepare an action for that. I'm doing something when he bum rushes her when he makes contact.
Are you just going to try like spear her into the house?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Goldberg style.
Okay. Just a straight tough roll to see how hard
Please, dear God, make this great.
Oh, please.
You spear this old woman. With that 5, you go to spear her, and she has this crystalline heart in one hand. And as you like go to spear, you make contact. She puts her 3 hand under your arm and flips you over into the burning shack by yourself. And you take 2 points of harm as you land on your back and you like go into a shelf. And she she says, "Bring it."
How does reloading work? Have I reloaded?
Yeah, you just have to reload in between actions.
You said she was holding the frozen heart.
So while that was happening, while she was distracted with him trying to spear her, I'm throwing a Coors Light at her and shooting it when it gets to her to cover in Coors Light.
Okay, roll. I'm going to make you roll twice. I'm going to make you roll one for cool.
Yeah, I'm cool as fuck. Don't worry.
And then once for tough.
Cool's not great.
Okay.
Tough, a lot better.
Okay, so the cool was to see how well you aimed the can, and the tough was to see how well your gunshot aim was, your gun aim.
So I shot it, but it was nowhere near.
You shot it. It was like, it was like right beside her.
It's like, I almost got you, bitch.
And with that failure, I'm going to take a hard move. And that Wendigo that just gored you is going to like run to the witch and like kind of regroup with her. And it's gonna tackle Dr. Eel.
Oh fuck.
And it's gonna try to do the same thing. It's gonna try to gore you. Roll a act under pressure to see, because you're gonna get flipped regardless. If you do good on your act under pressure roll, you're not gonna take harm. Not cool. So it catches you. It rams you, but you get like in between its antlers, and it like flips you with its head, and you go like head over your foot and do like one of those crazy ass Johnny Knoxville sideways flips when he gets hit by a bull, and you land like straight on like your neck shoulder area. You don't take any harm. You're really sore, but you're like it'll take you a second to get up. So you're currently incapacitated, but you're not dead.
Can I get up and use magic to try to like Jedi force the heart out of her hand and bring it to me?
You can, but not currently because
Okay.
I'm going to take a cue from Mr. R, and I'm going to what could go wrong and bum rush her ass too.
So how could go wrong? What is that? A
charge into immediate danger. I feel like that is the definition of charging into immediate danger. I just want to use what could go wrong and then bum rush her. I guess that would be what? What do you bum rush with? Tough or something?
If you're gonna try to tackle her, you're gonna need to roll tough because I'm gonna count that as an attack.
Okay. Or what could go wrong? Tough. Do I need to roll kick ass or tough?
Just tough, since you're using what could go wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so she's gonna take one additional harm. And I don't know. What are you trying to do? Like when you tackle her?
I'm pushing her back into the cabin.
Okay. Yeah, you do that, but since you got a mixed success and you're exposing yourself to danger, she is going to. You push her into the cabin, and as she's like falling backwards, she like moves her hand in like a weird like twisty motion, and like drags it towards her, and you fall into the cabin as well. So it's you, Mr. R, and her in this cabin, and it is currently starting to like be set ablaze.
I want to take this heart from her.
Is she on the floor now?
We'll say that. Yeah, she got knocked down, but she's like a couple of feet away from you guys.
I'm gonna use that Indian Parker dagger that I put up earlier and stab through her hand and the heart to put her like nail her to the floor, like the heart and the hand.
Look at your character sheet to see if you even have a dagger.
I don't.
I do. I'm gonna get my pocket knife down and nail her to the floor.
Yeah, just stab right through it and nail it to the floor.
Yeah, as far as just stuff you have, I'm not gonna let you make up just random weapons y'all have.
I got a pocket knife.
No, you can attempt to stab her with the pocket knife. Yeah. Before you do though,
I'm gonna try to stab at heart.
Okay. Well, before you do, Dr. Eel, you've had enough time to get up, and you're outside by yourself, face to face with this Wendigo.
I'm gonna use magic to try to like knock him down, like knock him unconscious.
Okay, yeah. Give me a use magic roll.
You just hear me inside. You can do it, Dr. Eel. What would Dale do?
Shit.
Mixed success. So let's look at.
Wait. Let me do this first, though. I just now realized this. I have the crazy eyes too, which is a
+1 to that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that makes a total success. Yeah. What happens? How do you? Because it is 1 hit point away from dying or being temporarily killed, I guess.
So will I like temporarily kill it?
Yeah, it's more like it'll come. No matter what it is, it'll come back unless you destroy its weakness. That's the thing with the monsters and Monster of the Week. So what do you do to make it like be incapacitated for a mad minute?
So I look straight at him. I get crazy eyes, like one eye's like bugging out and one eye's like kind of normal. And I slick my hair back, and I'm continuing to sing Landside by Fleetwood Mac, by the way. And as I pull my hand up, I grab him, and you see his body reach up. And as I'm doing this, I go, climb a mountain and you turn around, and his body flips around. And if you see my reflection in the bam, he hits the ground. Snow-covered hills, bam, he hits the ground again. Well, the landslide brought you down. Boom, he's out.
Mr. R, did you know he could do that shit?
No, I didn't even know he could speak full sentences.
God damn. Listen, we didn't give us monster hunting up and go on the road with his act. I'm telling you.
So
Just
that's
because
what you're focusing
I
on.
like that description so much, I'm going to let that slide. You technically can't use magic to do harm unless you're a spell slinger or a spooky. But I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say that happened.
It's kind of weird because, like, when you look at them use magic, like one of them's like you can, do one thing beyond human limitations.
I'll say that's what it is. Yeah. And since you wrote a complete success, you picked him up magically and dropped him on his head a couple times, and the Wendigo lets out one little as you drop it on his head through the last time, and it's laying there and it's motionless. So as of right now, for the time being, this Wendigo is not a threat.
I'm gonna look at this witch and say, "Give me that heart, you gobbless witch!" And I'm gonna try to fucking like not pin her to the floor. I'm trying to like spear this heart out of her hand with my pocket knife. Take it from her.
Give me a tough roll.
I'm gonna help out.
Yeah, roll help out. Damn, I don't think you need to roll that help out roll.
Well, no, you're good. You got it.
Roscoe's tough. He ain't smart, but he's tough.
What happens? What are you trying to do exactly? Because it happens.
I'm spearing it out of her hand.
Throw it into the fire.
And dumping cores on it and throwing it in the fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna you get the heart out of her hands with that 11. If you want to also pour quarters light and throw it into the fire, you're going to need to roll. I think you're going to need to roll cool to see if you can get all that.
To pour Coors Light on it?
And you're getting it, opening a Coors Light, pouring it, and then throwing it to the fire. That's 3 separate things you're going to be doing.
True.
Roll cool to see if you can get it done before she has a chance to recuperate.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and you do. That happens. You throw it into the fire, and as it ignites, covered in Coors Light, you see like it's engulfed in like a bright yellow flame, and it's like an unnatural yellow.
God, it smells so goddamn good.
As it ignites, and the frozen heart. You are all looking at this except for maybe Dr. Ill, who I'm going to assume is like making his way towards the cabin. You see it ignite, and it starts to very quickly, like almost thaw out, like it was encased in ice more than some type of crystal, and it eventually melts its way back into like a human, or like anatomically correct actual human heart laying on the floor. And Dr. Eel, as you're walking towards the cabin or running towards the cabin, you hear that Wendigo yell and scream and it catches your attention. And you turn around and you see it writhe in pain as it's like rolling around, and it's just like clutching its chest, and it slowly transforms into a brown-haired, acne-faced 16-year-old boy.
I have a question for the keeper. Have we
Yes.
noticed that every time she used magic, she was using her hands to do motions?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Mr. R, hold this bitch down. Hold her hands
Well,
down.
actually, I could make you roll sharp, but no, I'll say you notice it.
Alright. Do I have to roll to hold her hands down?
No, if you're both doing it, that just happens. She's an old lady, and if you're stopping her fingers from moving and her hands from doing all kinds of witchy stuff, then yeah, it happens. While you grab her hands, though, you notice that from the tips of her fingers about to her second knuckle is like solid black, like they've been dipped in ink or something.
I'm gonna say, do you know how to kill this bitch? Can we kill her? Can we kill? Can I roll to see if I think we can kill her? What would that be?
You can try to kill her and just do it.
I mean, witches die from just normal shit.
I stab her in the throat a bunch while she's held down
Oh
with a
God.
pocket
I
knife.
can just shoot.
Graphic.
I can just shoot her in the head, like.
Yeah, he shoots her in the head
Nope, Jeremiah already said he's stabbing her in the throat.
With the corkscrew.
with the corkscrew.
I shoot her in the
I
head,
do it in a twisting motion on the way down.
and I'm shooting her in the head while he's doing.
As that happens,
It's a bloody pulp.
you stab her in the throat a bunch, and then Mr. R walks up and just puts one in her head, and she's laying there lifeless. And
While she does that, I want to cut her hands off.
for a brief second,
Jesus Christ, Ross!
you don't have the knife.
It's kind of mutilation.
I do got enough.
She's dead.
You don't
she's
have
not
one big
as,
enough.
she-
Yeah, I don't.
She's not as
You
ghost.
can
don't
cut
have to-
somebody's hand off with a 2-inch pocket knife.
you don't
That's
have
a
to
fact.
desecrate-
It'll take a minute though. I'm saying,
taking time.
wow.
Taking
You
my
don't have
time.
to
dude.
desecrate her corpse. She's not a
If
ghost.
you guys
She's
would let me
witch.
fucking set up some exposition for the next session, that'd be fucking great.
And I'm gonna be
Have a-
like, I'm pretty sure she's not coming back. She's not Reagan.
As she's laying there after being stabbed in the throat a bunch and shot in the head, Roscoe, you take your pocket knife and you start to like saw at her hands.
I actually would like to take the saw attachment
Okay, yeah,
of the Swift Army knife.
this little 2-inch saw as you're trying to saw through her hands. Her eyes shoot open, and you notice like the ghost and like Sarah, the witch that's helping you all, her irises and retinas and everything is gone, and it's just solid white where her eyeballs are. And she says in a deep, low growl that you can barely understand, and the words. That would have been real cool if I wouldn't have got tongue tied. But the words.
Oh, I thought that was the words. I was like, oh goddamn, it's a curse.
We're fucked.
In a really low growl, you hear this witch say, "It's already done. My sister's got the other children. The dead queen's already here." And Blythe leaves her eyes. Her eyes go back to normal, and she is just a corpse. She's dead. And Dr. Eel, as you're walking out, you look up and you see the sky. It's not, but you see the sky turn gray and red, and it is very bright, and you can see almost as if like it's around sunset, and the full moon that's out turns to a bright blood red.
And I look up into the sky, and you just kind of see like this wave of like fear wash over me, and just kind of it ends with like, "Will the landslide bring you down?" Shit.
And that's what we'll call this session.
Also, do want to make it clear, I did want to continue cutting her hand off, and when I get it off, I want to throw one of her hands in the shit bucket.
There is the
I'm gonna use that to wipe my ass later.
You never know when you'll need a witch's hand, boys.
there's a end of session experience if you guys want to do that real quick. Like, let me find the book, the page
I
in the
wanted
book.
Oh, I did level up.
Where I go out and see the moon, and I'm like, this is gonna be fucking overtime.
Don't worry, I got one of her hands in the shit bucket.
How do you know when you level up?
When you have 5 experience.
Yeah, when you
points.
fill the experience thing out.
How do you fill it out?
Some
When you
stuff
fill
will
it.
say take experience.
When I fail, hell, I probably leveled up already.
Yeah.
Okay, so did we conclude the current mystery? I'm going to say that's a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did we save someone from certain death?
No.
No.
Johnny.
Johnny's
No,
dead.
Johnny's
Oh.
dead. He was the
Okay.
Wendigo.
Did
I
we
didn't-
learn something new and important about the world?
That
Yeah.
there's the witch queen or the dead queen is here.
Okay. And did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? We met Roscoe. I'm going to say that's a yes.
Mhm.
Learned about
So,
Deborah. And we learned Dr. R has a wife. Or Mr.
Yeah.
R has a wife. Or a woman named
You,
Melissa.
you guys get 2 more experience points.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah, I think I do.
Those don't carry over there, right? So if you already had 5, you're just done.
No, you
Is
can
it
go
correct?
ahead and mark 2 more.
Oh, they carry over?
That's-
Sweet.
Yep.
I think I level up again.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a
But
move from someone else.
if you already had 5 experience points, just mark 2 for next time.
So
Okay.
I think I was going to take a move from another playbook. I just can't remember what it was now.
I did the exact same thing last time. Totally forgot.
Might have looked this up.
It was something that really fit into Roscoe.
Well, that was fun.
And if you want, we can, if you guys want to do a little bit of research, after, like, between games and figure out how you want to level up or not, I think we can call it if you want.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and call this because I'm going to look at it and see what I want to level up. I'd like to thank everybody who came out to watch us today. If you like this, please like, comment, subscribe, share around. And before we leave, let's go ahead and give a shout out to everybody so they can tell you where you could go ahead and find them. Why don't we start with you, Jeff?
Okay. Hi. I always say hi because I feel like that breaks up the awkwardness, but I don't think it does. You can find me on YouTube, Ryline on there, Twitch. I don't stream on there anymore, but you can still find me there. And startplaying.com/GM/Ryline if you want me to run games like this for your friends or just for you. I can do a one-on-one session. Fuck it, who cares?
That's right.
Jeremiah.
DG20 on all social media platforms, stream on YouTube, still streaming Path of Exile, apparently, and Valorant. We've been playing a lot of Valorant with old Jeff up there. You want to see high quality Valorant gameplay, watch somebody else, but if you just like us, watch us,
We're funny sometimes.
We make good shots, forget about it.
This is Too Deaf. You can catch us at basically all social media outlets, Facebook especially. It's where we post all our memes. And me personally, Raphael, you could find me on Fiverr at Raphael.com. No, Fiverr, Raphael Santiago. And I can help you make fat hip hop beats or intros if you want to, get in on any of that. So go ahead and hit me up and we can get some music out to you. Matt?
Impal 12 across all platforms. Might be changing that to Dr. Ill because I love this character so much. But
He's really
for now,
developed.
Impal 012.
He's really developed. Like he's come a long way.
Honestly, Dr. Eel is
They
my
just
favorite.
transfer just put him in every campaign, no matter what game it is. D&D make him an alchemist.
Well, with that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and say good night.
Too deaf.
To death.